Today, chat, we are going to be going through the entire plot, lore, and history of the magic that gathers.
Wait, so this is the start of the VOD?
Yeah, this is the start of the VOD.
Help.
No. No.
They stuck me in here, I can't get out!
I have a lovely, willing participant, the Golden Ocie, in my house, who I will be subjecting to my, how many slides is this PowerPoint that I've made? It's only 84. My 84 slide, PowerPoint that I've made today. And it's my very, very unbiased telling of magic lore. I cover every topic equally. All of them. I got it all. Even all, Urza. Ooh. It's not. But yeah, if you've ever wanted to learn about Magic the Gathering, if you've ever wanted to know the history that it comes what's consumed my brain for like 3 years, this is the place. This is a comprehensive list of everything that I think is important. And I believe we're going to start today by seeing, testing the waters, seeing what the people know, or more specifically, what you know. So I've told you a good bit.
Yeah.
Allegedly. I don't remember what I've told you specifically. But Ocie has prepared or not prepared her version of Magic the Gathering.
So, what I'm aware of magic.
Yes.
And for
yes,
reference,
yes.
some of this is completely botched purposefully.
Yeah.
So you guys know the multiverse? You know, that really profitable thing that like everything's doing. So Magic was doing that a while ago.
Love the multiverse.
They realized, they were like, shit, this is so profitable, we won't have to keep fleshing out one world. We can just make a ton of different ones. And you know how we can do that and keep our favorite little guys? We want the little God's favorite white boy here that we parade around on a little chariot everywhere. We'll make them planeswalkers. You know what a planeswalker is?
I don't know what a planeswalker. What is a planeswalker?
They walk the fucking planes.
Yeah, they do.
So we have planeswalkers, and there's a bunch of planes. I don't know like any of them. I know Innistrad.
Yeah.
And New Capenna.
Yeah.
Oh, and Bloomsburrow, because I get told a lot about that.
Yeah.
And the racing one. I know about 4.
Yeah.
None of these are relevant. Long story short, shit goes down, things are gonna die, there's Gatewatch. There's only 3 members of Gatewatch. So the 3 members of Gatewatch.
Who are the 3 members of Gatewatch?
They're Jace Bellerin, they are Chandra, no last name given, and they are Ralzer. So Gatewatch does their thing, and who are these people, you might ask? So there's, as we mentioned, God's favorite white boy.
Yep.
So that's Jace Bellerin.
Yeah.
I keep worrying I'm gonna call him the arcane one.
Jace Talus.
So either way, if they have the name Jace, they're likely God's favorite white boy.
It's true.
And that does not mean that they're a safe person to be around. So God's favorite white boy might have been a mistake on creation, and the universe is slowly sort of trying to correct that quietly by just putting him through situations.
It's true.
He's got many situationships. He's got little freak son.
Yeah.
There's a bomb.
True. There is a bomb.
We'll get to that in a second. There's Chandra, and she's a woman. And then there's Ral, who's a...
Who's a what? Who is a what, Ocie?
I can't say that word on twitch.tv. There's Ral, he's gay. That's his most, notable personality trait.
True.
They gave him a husband. He's got a boss. I only know his name because it's fun to say. It's Nicole Bolosk, I think.
That's not...
He likes lightning. He got stuck in a gloop trap one time, and they had to shave his head,
He did get stuck in a glue trap one time.
He's, Dobby dies in a glue trap. Truthfully, I haven't heard much from him since the glue trap. He might have died there. So after that...
something notable happened after that you know about.
Anyway, so there's a bomb, and, all of them don't want the bomb to go off, because it'll, kill everybody, but Jace kind of wants the bomb to go off, because he hates himself and everybody, and he wants to kill himself, and whatever. And then Jace goes, maybe I don't want the bomb to go off, because I have freak sun and the robot in my veins doesn't matter. I can get rid of it with the power of holistic medicine and good thoughts.
Yeah.
And so he stops the bomb.
Yeah.
There's then Nuka Penna, which nothing with Gatewatch happens. It's just really cool.
Yeah.
There's 5 gangs.
There are 5 gangs.
There's the party ones, the vampire ones, the violent ones, the future telling ones, and like a 5th one that I don't really know.
The lawyers.
But like, there's this thing called Halo, and Halo's really cool. It's like a drug kind of thing, I think. Everybody really wants Halo because it's really good. There used to be angels in the city, but now it's just demons. That's a whole thing. There's a whole soundtrack about this.
There is a whole soundtrack.
This is the only one that I know
a good bit about, Yeah,
I know a good bit because of the soundtrack, because it does slap. I know Innistrad exists.
It does.
I don't know anything else.
Okay.
Bloomsboro, they turn them into furries.
They do.
And they make Ral an otter.
See, that happened after the glue trap.
No.
So Otter is in the glue trap.
No, he went back to normal.
Oh.
If he ever goes back to Bloomsboro, he will be like a bald one, though.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I love this version.
So, So then there's, you guys remember, I mentioned Jace's freak son.
Yeah,
so
his freak son.
As I mentioned, Jace is a slight on creation and should not exist, and 10 times more his freak son. And because of this, like I said, Jace
Don't say that about him.
Jace gets put through situations to try to quietly correct his existence. Freak son gets put through more. They keep grabbing him. I know there's a whole race because Sherbert made me listen to the audiobook while we were on a 4-hour road trip, so I know the most about Chandra and her
cool mom. Yeah.
And her cool mom.
Yeah.
I guess.
Beautiful.
It's Chandra, she's a woman.
Yeah, that's Chandra, she's a woman.
Freak son keeps being in cages. They keep putting him in cages.
They do keep putting him in cages.
Truthfully, I think he deserves to be there. If you look at this creature, it's a creature of sin.
I think he's beautiful.
It's a creature of sin, and it being let to go free is going to end creation.
Okay.
But that's Magic the Gathering.
That's your version of Magic the Gathering.
Oh yeah.
All right. Well, some of that was right. Bits and pieces. Lots of things.
Yeah. There's Liliana.
She's Liliana.
Jace's ex.
True.
She shows up as evil and then does nothing else. I don't.
She shows up. Oh yeah, true. So true. Well, that's beautiful. It's true that I might have a favorite guy or 3.
Yeah.
And
all 3 members of Gatewatch.
All three members of Gatewatch, clearly. Whatever Gatewatch is. Might have? Yeah. Are you ready to begin?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'd like to what should be my I need tunes. I need a mystical
Portal radio.
Tune. Portal radio. Let's honestly, let's stay in the stupid, I think. All right. So, chat, I'd like to draw your attention to my lovely, lovely creation, which is not that video. That would not be the right thing, actually. That would be my music. That would be the right thing. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. All right, chat. Congrats! You're welcome! You're free, chat. You're free over there. Where are alerts on this screen? Oh, in a pretty good place. Beautiful. All right, so, welcome to Magic the Gathering. A presentation by Sherbert. Lore, Magic the Gathering. You're gonna eat chips during my presentation. The disrespect towards the Magic and its gathering.
No, I know what happened. I just told you.
Yeah, that's,
Gatewatchers.
Also, how about this? I tell you my version, and then you decide if you like mine better. And chat, this is also for you. Some of you I know a few things about magic, and some of you know nothing. And this is, like, you can go back to this VOD, and you will always have my version of Magic and Gathering. So,
Play the funny clip.
a disclaimer. A complete comprehensive guide to everything that I have deemed important in the Magic the Gathering lore universe timeline from my very biased perspective, but I do know a lot of stuff, so just trust me on this one. By the end, you'll get it. That makes sense?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, ready? Magic, how does it gather? Well, so magic, it gathers as planes. Ooh, look at all the planes. Ooh, I found this image. It's not that simple, but if you want to think about it, right? There's a bunch of planes. Yeah, there's Innistrad, you know, there's Ravnica, you know, a bunch of things we don't know about, bunch of places we haven't even gone to, right? So there's all these planes. Picture it like a multiverse, and the space in between all of the planes is the blind eternities. Ooh, everybody say, ooh, blind eternities, ooh. Now, all these planes are basically their own worlds. They're like planets, if you want to really think of it like that. But it's not, it's slightly, like, we can go to space. People can't go to the blind eternities. You just kind of die brutally.
Yeah, that also happens if you go to space.
That does also happen if you go to space. You know what? Touché. So important things to know, all right? Colors. This is also how the magic gathers. It gathers in 5 types. 5 types of magic. Magic the Gathering. There's the white type.
That's yellow.
Yeah, but it's white in our hearts.
That's yellow. That's
yeah, it is P. This is the ooh, we are so good. We are the morals, we are the peace, we are the light, we have angels, we have soldiers, we are the order, and we will all work together to fight the war. Blue is I'm smarter than you, shut up.
So I do know actually a good bit about blue.
Yeah.
From my roommate Reese.
Yeah.
Who says if you play blue, I think you should kill yourself.
Yeah, the kind of like, as a player, blue is like the most asshole thing you can do.
Do not actually do that. Blue. I've watched David play blue.
Yeah.
And it's kind of just like, hey, I want to play this. No.
Yeah, it's kind of like, no you don't, because I said so. But it's like, it's very smart. It's also like the ocean and like control, you know, that kind of thing. And then you have black, which is purple in this, but it is black.
Why did they use purple?
Because I actually really don't know, but I don't know why it's yellow and purple, but it is, we say white and black, so that's what it is.
It's like, you could just do the outlines in yellow.
You really could.
And have...
Yeah, but they don't. But black is, get this, it's death, ooh, it's decay, but it's also ambition and power and sacrifice, but not yourself, because you're the best.
Stereotypically evil. These are like the Shadow Clan,
yeah,
Slytherin.
Yeah,
if you're okay,
they're the bad ones.
That
if you're okay with that one, yeah, true.
What's
yeah,
Divergent?
Divergent. Like that's like Dauntless if you want to go Divergent, but then there's Red, which is I'm fast! I'm so fast! I'm the fastest you've ever seen! I'm chaos, I'm fire, I'm burning, I'm running, and you're burning, and I'm burning, and we're all burning, and oops. That's Red. I love Red. Red is great. Red is great. And then there's Green, which is like...
It's green.
It's green. It's nature, it's family. In terms of gameplay, Green is stupid. Green gets the stupidest, most cracked cards.
Oh.
And it's dumb. And everyone goes, I love playing green because you win. Because all the cards that are green are really good.
You know what I see when I look at these?
What do you see?
I see Owl House.
Yeah.
Owl House.
You're kind of right. You're kind of right. So those are the colors. This will not really matter, but like if you're gonna learn about magic, you need to learn about the colors.
Yeah.
And you need to learn about them. So a couple more important things. Number 1. The Planeswalkers, ooh, you know about these. Planeswalkers, ooh, yes. Okay, so there are all kinds of Planeswalkers. All the other people are stuck on their plane. That's their planet, and they can never leave. For the most part, they can never leave. But if you're a Planeswalker, you have something called a spark. Yeah, until you can. You have something called a spark that basically, like, my D&D explanation for this is like entering space, but like this keeps, like, you're being ripped apart into raw mana, and spark is like your gravity. And typically, something really traumatic has to happen. You have some awful thing happen to you, and suddenly you can go to space.
Oh my god, dude, we'd be playing.
Yeah, it's not always something bad, though. It's not always something bad. It's just most of the time something horrible, awful.
Dude, sure, let's go get in a car crash.
Yeah, and we can go to space for free, dude.
Go to space for free.
Yeah. Now, contrastly, there's these things called Eldrazi. You'll like this. They are Cthulhian horror mana creatures. They don't fuck with the colors. They don't give a damn about the 5 colors. They are colorless. And they can just, like, be in the blind eternities and just, like, get you while you're in there. Or reach their little onto a plane and just start, like, sucking up its magic. This is surely not important to the plot.
They're chilling.
They're chilling.
Chill as fuck.
They
the pointy bit?
Yeah, they're not. They're not. They be shapes and shit.
I'm not like
they turn everything into shapes, dude.
I think I could reason.
It's true. You could try. You could try. All right. So now that you know that, the beginning. All right. This is what we call pre-mending. What's the mending? You don't know yet. Why are you looking at me with your eyes like that? All right. So here's the beginning. In the beginning, there was a big dragon called the Dragon.
Oh. Oh my god, it's 2 words.
Yeah.
I thought it was 1 word this whole time.
No, it's 1 word. There's a big dragon, and he births all the other dragons. This is all on Dominaria. All right. He births them all alone. It's Dragon Emperor. As you can see, I'll say, chat, in the bottom right-hand corner, one of the most useful things is that it will always say what plane we are on. Right now it says Dominaria because we're on Dominaria. Beautiful, stunning. But there's the Dragon, and he births a bunch of elder dragons. Ooh. There's like 7, but the rest of them die. The ones that matter is Nicole Bolas. Nicole Bolas.
I'll know that.
Nicole Bolas, yeah. He's the runt. Ooh, he's the smallest dragon when the Dragon births all the dragons, and he hates it. He hates being small. He hates being powerless, so he kills every other dragon. He kills all the other siblings.
Is he that one?
Yeah, he's that one. Take a look at his head. Just put that in your mind. It will be important later. And he has a twin who he's chill with. His name is Ugin. Ooh, I'm Ugin. Ooh. Who's just like, bro, why you be killing everything?
So, do we think maybe he's mad because his name is Nicole?
Yes, I would say definitely he's mad because his name is Nicole. I would say definitely. All right.
Did he name himself, or did like?
He might have named himself, or I don't know. Maybe the Dragon. You know what? If he named himself Nicole, maybe that's why he has so many problems.
So he's got weird proportions.
Oh yes, it's bad. He doesn't have his face. His face is smushed, and I think it looks stupid. But he has his twin Ugin. All right, these are important. Remember them, but don't worry, they'll be on the screen every time they're important. All right. So at this point, planeswalkers are gods basically. They're not bound by planes, and they're not bound by like any limitations. They can make planes from thin air if they wanted, and they're all like, hell yeah. Nicole Bolas and Ugin are both planeswalkers and elder dragons, which seems kind of cracked.
Are you planeswalkers because you're an elder dragon?
I think it's because he killed everyone, and that was when his spark ignited, and Ugin was like, ooh, I can't have you be doing that. Yeah. Ugin and Nicole, usual names. Yeah, of course.
I like the one person being like, oh my god, Starbound SMP. as twins are a thing that don't exist in real life.
as if the only twins you've ever seen are Starbound SMP. Alright. Now, way long ago at the beginning of Dominaria, there's this group of the civilization called the Thran. Why are they called that? I don't know. It was written in like the 90s, and I really don't care. But the important thing to know is that they were way too advanced, and they all died because of this guy named Yawgmoth. Look at how he's looking at you.
I don't know if he is looking at me, because I don't see his pupils.
Oh, yeah. So he's a freak, and he's a planeswalker, I think. I'm actually not sure. But Yawgmoth is like, yo, out there in the world, I found out about these planeswalkers things, and I also found out about this thing called Phyrexia. Ooh, remember that. And he says, all the planeswalkers, they're being taken to Phyrexia. We gotta go save them. And then he goes, and then he keeps them all there and does experiments on them. And this causes a war to happen because the portal that this guy opens, the Thran portal, that's that big circle thing. All the Phyrexians get through to Dominaria, and they start gooping and gunking. Who are the Phyrexians? These.
I actually know about these. Really
Yeah.
about them.
The big bad metal guys. All right, these are the Phyrexians. They are goo. They are goo.
I do like the goo.
It's called glistening oil.
No, it's not.
It's called glistening oil. All right, it's this black goop, and when you touch it, you start imagine like the worst body horror you can imagine of like metal touches you, and now your skin is peeling off and being replaced by metal. It starts replacing your body with better metal body parts until you are complete. Yeah, I knew you'd like that. They're
Enjoy
freaks. So they all kind of look like what they infect, right? But they're like metalify it, right? So it's like any creature with a little bit of oil is done. And now that guy's dripping oil everywhere, and now he's getting oil everywhere, and now everyone's becoming oil, and then everywhere is
I like
Phyrexia.
that take on an infection a lot better
Yeah.
than like a typical zombie.
And they are a hive mind, like a proper hive mind.
Yeah.
All will be one. Yeah, go to the oil, and they're led by 5 praetors. Ooh, can you guess what each of them are signified by? A color. Well, there's a praetor for every color, and they're like the big bad ones. And Yawgmoth like made it way worse than it was, right? So that's the Phyrexians. Big bad metal guys. They will be back many times over.
Yeah.
All right. So that's the Phyrexians.
So are they a true hive mind, or
Yes.
are they just a we're all connected hive mind?
They are. We'll get to it. We'll get to it when they start infecting people.
Yeah. Okay.
And by the way, a planeswalker spark makes you immune. The oil burns from your spark. You can't get infected. Surely that will never change. With like an industrial revolution or something. But it's important to know that for the entire first area, no planeswalkers can get infected. All right. Time skip number 1. The Thran died thousands of years ago, and there's this guy. There's this dude, and his name is Urza. He looks old because every art of him is him old. He wasn't always old. He didn't come out of the womb old, all right? And he's got a brother. His brother's name is Mishra. And Urza is God's favorite white boy / neg. Like, he was written in the 90s. So he does a lot of really not great shit that sounded like it was good at the time. But he's a dick, okay? But he's so smart. He's so smart, and get this. What would you think Urza's last name is?
What is it?
Planeswalker.
No.
His name is Urza space Planeswalker.
He made that up.
He did, and every Planeswalker is named after his ass. Yeah. So, as you can see, his eyes in this image, they're glowing. They're actually rocks that he made, these super powerful might stones.
And he just like popped them in there.
And he popped him in there for fun. Because he's evolving. He makes an academy called the Tolarian Academy. Very cool.
We kind of knew a guy like this.
Yeah. Oh, we did. And Mishra is basically his younger brother, who is just kind of pissed, just kind of in general.
I'm sorry if I keep interrupting.
Yes, of course.
Can I ask an academic question, teacher?
Absolutely.
Are they biological brothers?
Yes. He's just old and he's not.
So that's no, that's not. Whose white baby is that?
Oh, unclear. So I've shown some important things on the side of the screen for you. So you have first of all this big metal guy. Okay, his name is Karn, and Urza made him. Urza said, "Here's my robot dude. His name is Karn, and I'm gonna put a spark in there for fun." How did I do that? I don't know, but he did. So now Karn's a planeswalker, and he's like, "Oh dip." So okay, wait. This is just a side note. Whenever people planeswalk, they have like something that happens, like you disappear into blue wisps. When Karn planeswalks, it's Minecraft anvil sound, and he's gone. That's canon. It is Minecraft anvil song, and he's not there anymore. Yeah, clang, and he's gone. Very cool. The other guy up there, that's Teferi. He does time magic. And he's like a student of Urza's at the school. And down there at the bottom is a boat called the Weatherlight. It's the Weatherlight, and I don't give a damn. It's a boat that can travel through the plains. Oh, that's so cool. It's like their magic writer's favorite thing for like the first 20 years. They're like, the Weatherlight. They're on the Weatherlight. Do you know they're on the Weatherlight? And I go, yes, I know they're on the Weatherlight. There's not another option. And that other picture is Urza's people laboratory. Which you know how I was saying that Urza's like not that great a guy?
Yeah.
He is breeding people for maximum white mana. Do with that what you will. It's not good. Yeah, it's not good, is it? It's pretty bad. So that's his people laboratory, dude. It's where he grows people.
Where he's growing his white people.
Yeah. And then doesn't tell them when they grow up. And like you're so good. You're filled with such good energy. I hate Urza, but he's here and he has to be.
Is he in the like story? Is he meant to be a good guy?
No. But he is the protagonist, but he's not doing anything good, and it's about to get worse. You're telling me this guy is just racist? Yes.
I mean, I'm looking at him and his brother. I'm wondering if he just like zapped all of his melanin away. Like, what the fuck? What happened to him?
Yeah.
Do they have different dads?
I don't know.
Do they?
It's unclear. They're just brothers, and that's important for when the war happens. The war called the War of the Brothers.
Those
War.
are not two related people.
Yeah. So, at this time, around this time, we got Girl Boss. It's a Girl Boss alert. This is Liliana Vest. She was born...
She's not pouring a lot of that. Most of that's fallen out.
Well, he's dead.
What?
So
why is it going from like 2 inches up?
She's really concerned. So this is
yeah, she's also fucking dumb. Why is she pouring it from 2 inches up?
So this is Liliana. She was born on Dominaria, and she does healing magic. She does healing magic, and one day her brother gets sick, and she goes, "Oh good, I can do healing magic," and it doesn't work. And he dies. And she goes, "This is some bullshit." And her spark ignites, and she starts being a necromancer. She's evil now. And now she looks hot.
You know, this kind of happened to Len Fabulous and Pete. Like,
yeah.
He didn't get cunty about it.
Yeah. So now her spark ignited before the mending, and she's a girl boss. No, she does not. Not from that card. Yeah, from that card. So her brother dies, and she gets really pissed about it, and now she's a girl boss necromancer, Yas Queen. I'm
really a fan of the tights or like full boots that she's got.
Oh yeah, she's got some good fits.
Yeah,
she's got good fits. She is privy. That's women right there. Let's be clear.
I think she might have just been bad at healing.
I'm
kind of happy she.
Well, she wasn't a planeswalker at the time, so she didn't have like the superpower mage boost that planeswalkers do. Yeah.
I'm kind of happy she went for.
Yeah.
I'm happy for her.
I'm good for her. Yeah. This is not Haley's favorite girl. This is Haley's second favorite girl. Maybe. Anyways. So let's do a little flippity flop. Another plane at the same time as Dominaria is Zendikar. It's floating everywhere.
Pandora.
Yeah. Pretty much. It's just floating islands, and it's because the mana here is super potent. It's called the Royal. It's called the ROIL, Royal. And it makes everything float, and it makes elementals super cool, and everything floats. Yeah, actually, the card where she's pouring the goo is from a card called Tainted Remedy, where you lose life when you heal.
Do we think she killed her brother by accident?
Well, she was pretty traumatized. By accident, maybe.
Yeah, do we think she was like, oh,
Yeah.
my healing salve, some chicken noodle soup. Don't worry that I put some, like, limestone and lead in it.
Yeah.
Here. Here.
So there's, like, super potent mana on Zendikar. And, remember those freaking beasts I told you about?
Yeah.
Yeah, they want to get in there. They want to get in there real bad, because they're like, oh my god, this royal is some tasty shit. So over here this is Emrakul, just for future reference. This is Ulamog, those are their names, and they be sucking up the land. They be sucking, they do, and they do this for a while, and Zendikar gets really messed up because of it, and eventually, a bunch of planeswalkers, notably the big three, are like, maybe we should stop that. So, number one, Sorin Markov. This is David's favorite guy. He's from Innistrad. We'll get into that. All right. He's a vampire. He does soul magic. And he's kind of old. He's spark ignited when he got turned into a vampire. Then we have Ugin. Oh, we know Ugin. Oh man, he's trying to do some good out in the world because of whatever the hell his brother's doing. And then we have Nahiri, who lives on Zendikar, and she does stone magic. She's a lithomancer, and the three of them seal this, and Ugin makes a special seal that says this seal can only be broken by 3 planeswalker sparks and the breath of Ugin. Remember that.
Why do people be making seals that are like, here are how you break them?
Yeah.
I
don't know. And Ugin and Sorin say, great, the Eldrazi are put in stone, and Nahiri, you lock yourself in stone, put yourself in there, and you call us if they ever get out, and we'll come back and stop them. Just let us know, okay, when you get out. So Sorin goes home. Where's his home? Innistrad. So welcome to Innistrad. This is Innistrad. Gothic horror looking off plane. It's vampires, it's werewolves, it's zombies, it's ghosts, it's ghouls, and humans having just the worst time ever. There are humans on Innistrad, and they are never happy.
Yeah, an angel.
Yeah, and an angel, and a bunch of angels, it's true.
Okay.
But the angels aren't really doing that good of a job. And Sorin, who lives here, is like, man, I'm a vampire, but I don't really want, like, everybody to die. That seems pretty lame. So he makes Avacyn. Like, she's a construct. And she doesn't, there's a really good magic story from her perspective where she is like, she's very logical, and like all the other angels, like there's a section of angels that like does deals with demons to keep the peace, and she was like, how dare you deal deals with demons, and then killed all those angels. So she's like, but she's a goth bad bitch.
Yeah. Did he make her goth?
Yeah.
Okay.
and he also made this thing called the Hell Vault, which is this fun rock. It's made of the moon, Innistrad's moon. Don't ask about space, by the way, on planes. Don't ask. It's out there, but they can't go there, and there's also no space, so don't ask about it. But the Hell Vault's made from the moon, and it can hold anything, so Avacyn starts chucking demons in the Hell Vault, and wow, things are looking up for the people of Innistrad. I'm sure that'll last a long time. Anyways, back to Ugin. Where did Ugin go after this? Ugin said, hey, my brother, Nicole Balas, is kind of a dick. So he goes to this other guy. His name is Azor. He's also a planeswalker. He's important on Ravnica, but we're not there yet. And Ugin says, hey, Azor, you do, like, control magic. Let's set a trap. Let's set a freaky little trap to trap my brother. I'm gonna go to this place called Tarkir. You go to this place called Ixalan. And I'll bring him there, and then I'll have him chase me to Ixalan, where you can activate the Immortal Sun. Ooh. And that will trap him there forever, and then we'll never have to worry about him again. Which was a great plan, in theory. It was a great plan in theory. So Ugin says, Nicole Balas, oh, come fight me on Tarkir, and then he just dies. Like, Nicole Bolas just kills him. And Azor, who's like waiting for Ugin to show up on Ixalan with his immortal son that makes it so he can't leave, just never comes. And then Azor is stuck there forever. Under his immortal sun, which he cannot turn off. Because Ugin never showed up because he just got murked.
You think like after the end of like the second day, he's just kind of sitting there like,
yeah. Man, it was supposed to happen by now.
I should not have agreed to this.
This was a bad idea, actually. Fable getting locked up in purgatory be like, yeah, except it doesn't work.
No, except we did get Fable in purgatory, and we weren't like, what's a good character for this? This would be like if Endirian went to like Soul and was like, okay, we're gonna trap you in purgatory until I come running with my fuck-ass brother, and you can't leave until I come running with my fuck-ass brother, and then he dies.
And then, that's...
They soft-locked him,
They soft-locked him, so Ugin dies. Now I'm gonna tell you that he will not stay dead forever, because one day, this guy's gonna go back in time and save Ugin, but we're not there yet. So I'm just gonna tell you now that Ugin is now a ghost. He's the spirit dragon. Ooh.
How many slides is this?
Oh, it's a while. We've got a while. So we're back to Urza. I'm gonna try and go.
You're good.
All right. So Urza, he loves the Thran. Man, remember those Thran that made all those Phyrexians? He wants to figure out what all that was about. So he opens the portal. Yeah. The stupidest thing he could have done. The literal stupidest thing he could have done. He opens the portal, and guess what? All the Phyrexians come through, and we have a new war. And his brother, it's called the Brothers' War. His brother gets completed, and now, they're fighting.
So, why is his brother white here? What?
So characters are drawn really inconsistently.
Okay.
There's a worse one. There's a worse one.
I was about to say, that's not the same guy.
No, but they go to war, and all the Phyrexians are there, and I'll mention, by the way, while this is happening, Nicole Bolas gets eaten by a fish and dies. So that's what down here is. There's a big fish called a Leviathan, and he just fully eats him, and he dies. Don't worry, someone will go back in time to change this.
Is that what you were, like, muttering to yourself at the table yesterday?
Yeah. I was like, oh yeah, he gets eaten by a fish. And I'll say that Teferi, you know Teferi, time guy from back in Urza time, he takes his little town of Zalfir and just, like, puts it in a time bubble so it can't get Phyrexian-fied. Good for him. Good for him. And then Urza says, I know how to fix this. And nukes it. The whole world with a bowl. He goes scorched earth and nukes everything with a bowl. That's the bowl. It's called the Silex. And it sends Dominaria into a 40-year ice age. And everyone goes, Urza, what the hell? But it did work. The Phyrexian, they are stuck on their plane again now. They're over there. Actually, Phyrexians are gone. They're literally gone from Dominaria. So they're still out there. And Urza is like, man, nuking Dominaria worked. Do you know what I should do? I should go to every plane where Phyrexians are and nuke it. So he then goes to like 30 or 40 planes and nukes them all.
Do that!
Agree. People didn't like that he did that. And he causes a bunch of time rifts about it. This realm that he blows up is just a bunch of happy angels. It's like heaven. And he nukes it. And he nukes it, dude.
Were there even Phyrexians there?
Maybe. He was scared there were gonna be, so he nuked it. It's awful. It's awful. And it's all this bowl. Let's be clear. It's this bowl that's doing this. Yeah, and it causes a bunch of time rifts. And eventually, Urza nukes himself. And he does die.
I have to get rid of the Phyrexian inside me.
Yeah. And basically, all the Phyrexians die. He does get them all. He gets them all. Except there's technically like a little bit left inside of Karn. But Karn's a planeswalker, so like it's not gonna do anything. Like it's he can't be completed. He can't spread the oil. It's burning it, you know. But they're like all the Phyrexians are gone. It's great. So a bunch of people go, Urza, what the hell? That was not chill. So a bunch of people go around, a bunch of planeswalkers are like, let's close all of these stupid ass time rifts and mend the universe. One of the time rifts happens to be where Nicole Bolas got eaten by the fish, so he breaks out and then uses this other planeswalker to close that rift instead of his spark. And a bunch of planeswalkers sacrifice their sparks. Teferi sacrifices his spark to bring his people back, you know. Karn sacrifices his spark to make a new plane for himself.
I like this guy.
Yeah, Teferi?
Yeah,
he's great.
He's chill.
He's great. And the mending. Now, the thing about the mending is that all planeswalkers get nerfed. The world mends, and now they're not gods anymore. They made it harder for everyone. But luckily, Urza isn't there to stop that.
Yeah.
He is dead. Isn't Karn infected? Man, that'd be something to note. And he sacrificed his spark. Oh man, nothing could come of that. Starts to dawn on you. So yeah, now we're post-mending. This is the modern era. We're out of awful time with Urza. Urza won't be around anymore. So planeswalkers are pissed. Liliana, extra pissed. She was like a mortal and like a god, and now she's like just some necromancer. And she's like, dude, screw this. So she goes to Nicole Bolas and is like, hey, can you like set up a deal for me with like 4 demons to give me like unimaginable power? And he's like, yes, of course, baby girl. And sets up a deal with this mask called the Chain Veil, and she has 4 demons that are giving her power. And then she's like, this don't even matter, because if I kill these 4 demons, then I'm not even under demon contract anymore. This is great. This is great. I got my youth back. She did not like being old for like a year. It was like a year and she didn't like it. So she went and made a deal with 4 different demons.
Did she age naturally, or did she just like Mother Gothel?
Pre-mending, they don't age. Like planeswalkers are immortal. And then I'm pretty sure she did get mega old and was like, this ain't gonna fly. So she goes and makes some deals. Nicole Bolas is like, hey, I did almost die from that fish, so I'm gonna go to Amonkhet, which is just ancient Egypt, and genocide them. And just like heal there for a while in the desert.
Let me kill Egypt.
He kills everyone over the age of 5. He keeps all the babies.
Why?
You'll see. And he just like chills there. You'll never know he's there. You'll never know that he's on this plane.
Me and my child army over here.
Me and my giant horns, but no one will ever know that it's me.
Those are his horns?
They sure are. Yeah. So he just like chills there and heals for a while. All right, now that we're post-mending, planeswalkers, they're popping up left and right. We've got Nissa. Nissa's an elf. She's from Zendikar. She's a lesbian. At least in the modern era. They were scared to make her a lesbian for a while, but this is Nissa. She does earth magic, she does elemental magic, and she loves Zendikar. And it's like, dude, something weird's going on right now. Like something's happening to like the mana, and I'm pretty sure these things that are sealed up, like if I let them go, it's gonna make all the mana flow again. So she goes and starts messing with the seal. At which point, Soren rocks up and is like, girl, what the hell? Girl, what the hell are you doing? And she's like, no, but I have to free them. I have to, like, they'll make it better. And Soren's like, you're stupid. You're literally stupid. You're stupid. Shut up. But she kind of does it anyway. So Soren goes home. Soren just goes home. And at this point, Nahiri wakes up. And Nahiri's like, oh, dip. The Eldrazi are, like, kind of breaking out. I gotta go let my people know. So he goes to find Ugin. Ugin's dead.
Ugin's dead.
He goes to find Soren. And Soren is back on Innistrad, where, get what? Everything's bad again. Avacyn's missing. And Soren's like, Nahiri, I cannot deal with you right now, and puts Nahiri in the Hell Vault. Just as like, I'm sorry, I cannot deal with your bullshit right now.
Not even like,
and just locks her in there.
I can't help you go home. Just
no.
Like, I can't help you.
I'm gonna lock you in a box for like 300 years. Man, but where is my angel? I can't find my angel,
What is
dude.
his fucking problem?
This is David's favorite guy, by the way.
This would be David's favorite
Yeah,
guy.
so Nahiri's in the Hell Vault, and he's like, what the hell's going on? But no one knows.
Yeah. David's favorite guy has fallen like 4 categories. Started mapping.
Yeah, it's true.
It's Centros
Yeah.
from Fable SMP, which is man with incredible power who feels very, very connected to his family and will do anything.
Yeah.
Honest Rainier.
Punch everything I see.
Punch everything, I need to destroy everything, please God, somebody kill me eventually.
Yeah. Love
it's Jinx Arcane,
True.
Crazy Lady,
Crazy. Yeah.
and then it's Percy Jackson.
Yeah.
I put Percy Jackson and Monkey D. Luffy in the same contract.
Yeah, you're right.
This is reading between Honest and Centros.
Yeah, it's right in the middle.
This would be his favorite
So yeah,
character.
Nahiri's in the Hell Vault, but don't worry, there's more magic babies. Oh wait, there's Nahiri. I forgot that I was gonna do that. Chandra. Oh yes. She's a baby. She's born on Kaladesh.
She's a woman.
She's a woman. She is a woman. She does pyromancy, which is illegal. It's illegal in Kaladesh. You cannot be a pyromancer.
Why?
Because you will burn things. We do not want arson in our plane, dude.
No, you can't. They just went like, hey, we know that there's this magic that everybody can, like, people can just have.
Yeah.
No, you can't.
No, you can't. Yeah, the thing you're inherently born with, you cannot have it. She is bisexual. Both of her parents are this Pia and Kieran Nalar. They're both also bisexual in my mind. And the government is like, Juan, well, we know your kid's a pyromancer, so I'm gonna publicly execute your dad. So they publicly execute Kieran Nalar, and guess what that causes? Her spark to ignite! Wow! And then her mom allegedly, she kills in like a big bomb. Like her spark ignites, she explodes, and then she goes somewhere else and doesn't know what happened. She thinks her mom is dead. Her mom is dead. Wink. But she's a pyromancer. She's cool. We also have Gideon Jura. This is Gideon Jura. This is the biggest straight himbo you've ever seen, and he does nothing wrong. Like, he's actually he's the best. He's literally the best. So his technical name is Kithian Iora. But when eventually he planeswalks, he tries to say that to someone, and they go, Gideon Jura. And he's like, sure, I don't know where I am. So he goes by Gideon. He's born on Theros. Which is the Greek mythology plane, which we'll get to. And he is Hercules. He has impenetrable skin. He's not immortal, but you cannot hurt him. He cannot die. And eventually this god, this is Heliod, the god of the sun. It's Zeus. Yeah. It's just Zeus. Yeah. Zeus is like, go, my chosen warrior. Gives him the spear, and it's like,
do a cross.
Yeah, I did. Go, my chosen warrior. Go kill the god of death. And he's like, sick. Me and my sick gang of kids are gonna go to the underworld and kill him. And then all of his friends die in front of him. And he doesn't because he can't die.
Yeah.
And his spark ignites. Wow. And then he kind of, oh yeah, he's just Achilles. That's the right one. So then he goes off and becomes a knight. He's genuinely the best guy ever. He's the biggest himbo. Liliana calls him Beefcake. He's the most like, oh, I'm sorry, I did not know your preferred pronouns. Please tell me.
Yeah.
That's him. He's great. He'll be very important. We also have Jace Bellerin. Yay! Yay! It's him! Give it up for my favorite white boy! Woo! Okay, so this is Jace. He's a twink.
I don't actually care. I don't actually mind Jace.
Yeah, he's really fine. He was truly just Wizards of the Coast favorite guy, and stayed that way for a very long time.
In any media, they always have to have like this specific Caucasian man who's got like a slender build, he's kind of tall, he's got brown hair.
And put him in situations.
It's always cut like that.
Yeah.
And he's in situations.
He's
got a female love interest or two.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's him. So this is Jace. Jace is born on Vern. Vern. I'm gonna say, it might be Vryn. I might have spelled it wrong. I say it my own way. I don't care. He's born, and at a very young age, he's poor. He's got a mom and a dad, and his dad hates him. His dad hates his ass. And his mom is like a healer, and is like, it's okay, Jason. One day he's getting bullied at school, and they're gonna like push him off of a roof, and then he mind controls them not to. And all the kids are like, we're going to the cops.
I'm You can't just be like, I'm gonna push this kid off the roof, and he goes, do not push me off the roof.
Do not push me off the roof.
And they go, did you just not let us push you off the roof? We're calling the police.
Yeah. So he goes to the authorities, and his mom is like, whoa, you have mind magic. So they kind of sell him to a sphinx. But not like
I've heard this.
Yeah, it's like a positive thing of them being like, we can't teach you how to use mind magic, so we're gonna send you off to be tutored by this guy named Alhammaret, and he's gonna teach you the ways of mind magic. And Jace is like, oh man, this is great. And then he's low-key like doing war crimes. Like there's a big war happening, and Alhammaret's like, you will be the mediator. Actually, you're doing both sides of the war. You're making the war go on forever so I can profit.
So, do I get the teacher situation. Do they get money for giving him to the Sphinx?
I don't think so.
Okay. I was about to say, because you said they sold him to the Sphinx. I was about to be like, hold on.
They like ship him off and he never sees his mom again.
Okay,
so like there's that. So he's tutoring under the Sphinx, and then one day he planeswalks and he's like, oh dip. This is crazy. What am I doing? And then he kind of starts remembering things, and it turns out that he's been a planeswalker for like 5 years, and Alhammaret keeps wiping it from his memory so that he doesn't leave. And they're like, as long as I keep wiping your memory,
why are you doing
as long as I wipe your memory, you'll never leave me, and I can study you forever. So Jay starts like writing notes to himself to make him remember. And eventually he's like got enough of a like, I know what's going on. This is all bad. Like I'm now realizing how awful you are. So they have an epic mind battle. And Jace wins by making him not know how to breathe. And he just dies. He mind magics, you don't know how to breathe. And it literally kills him. And it's sick. And it's so sick. But Alhammaret, as he's dying, and he's like, oh my god, I can't breathe. As a final act, I wipe your memory one more time! And then he planeswalks, and he has no idea who he is.
Oh, you've told me about this.
Yeah, so he lands on Ravnica, and is like, whoa, I don't even know my name. I don't know about my mom. I don't even know if I have a mom. I know that I'm reading people's thoughts, but I'm gonna make my way on the streets. I'm gonna make my way on the streets of Ravnica, and that's his backstory as a kid, right? So now he's a planeswalker. Welcome to Ravnica. It's my favorite. It's my favorite plane. I love Ravnica. Ravnica is my favorite. Do you like Ravnica? It's the big city. It's a big city. It's a city everywhere. There's no grass. There's no like farms. It's all city. It goes on city, and it's built more city on city.
Yeah.
And it's made up of guilds. What are the guilds? Let me tell you. A series of very important slides according to me. So you have the Azorius, they're the judges, they're the cops, they suck. You have the Boros, they're the guards, they suck. You have the Orzhov, they're the banks, they mostly scam you, but sometimes they're kind, but basically never. They're mainly ghosts.
That's where Ral's husband.
That's Ral's husband, yeah, which is why I say they're mostly bad. Tomic's a good deck collector.
He's one of the good ones.
He's one of the good ones. You have Selesnya, they're the trees. You have the Demir, they're the spies and the vampires. You have the Rakdos, they're the murder circus. They're cool. I like the Rakdos. They just kill people for fun.
Yeah, you can do that.
And then sell people meat as the main food source of Ravnica. You have to go.
Hold on. The main food source of Ravnica is just people?
Or food that was grown using people fertilizer. Yes. So people are either eating people meat, or they're eating food that was grown with people fertilizer.
Fertilizer, I hate to say it.
Yeah, people fertilizer is regular fertilizer.
So, I'm sorry. Where does the people meat come from? Is it
they just be killing people. Like, you, like, walk in and they're, like, sick, and then they just kill you. And, like, if you do a good enough job juggling, you can live, like, one more day, but then you have to do a really good job juggling the next day, too, or they'll kill you. But, like, they all know that going into it. They're, like, ready to die for the murder circus on my way.
There's not...
That's real. That's real.
This is a bad business venture. You cannot have one where like everybody who comes in, we kill them because eventually.
Well, it's not everybody. Some people get to watch. That's like the whole premise. So then you have the Golgari. They're the people in the sewers. They be growing the people. They're zombies. They're gorgons. Very
What
cool.
the fuck you mean they're growing the people?
You have the Gruul. They hate the government. They hate the city. They smash everything they see just because they don't like it. And then you have the Simic, which are like, I want to be the best version of myself. I will now turn my arm into a crab, and I will learn to breathe underwater, and everyone else, you know, you off the street there, I'm going to pick you up and start sticking crab DNA into you and see what happens.
It's Migo.
It is Migo. It's literally bioengineering. And then you have the Azet League! Woo! The Azet League! Woo, woo, woo! Look at them! The best guild ever! Mad scientists forever! Ooh, goblins! Ooh! Explode! Explode! For science! For science!
Good?
Yeah. I love the Azet. Growl. We'll get there.
Yeah. He's here. He's here. I know he's here.
He's here, yeah.
You might be able to tell by the copious amounts of lightning in every single picture.
Yeah, I mean, who's to say, for sure. That's Niv Mizzet. He runs the Azet League. He's an all-powerful, he's a big dragon. And he's, like, omnipotent, basically. Not omnipotent, but, like, he's the Perun. Every guild has one, but this is the only one that really matters. The only guild that matters, too.
Yeah.
I think it might be my favorite guild. I think, oh man, I don't know, chat. What? Anyway, so those are the guilds. So by the way, so Jace, he's on Ravnica. This is a book. This part of the plot is a book. So this is Jace. He's living on Ravnica, living on the streets, and he gets hired into this spy organization called the Infinite Consortium. Okay? And it's run by this guy named Tezzeret, who is sometimes black, sometimes a white guy with dreads, sometimes just a white guy with hair, sometimes just a black guy with no dreads. It's really unclear. They've tried to, like, solidify it, and then they keep changing it. But he's known, I call him white guy with dreads.
Yeah.
And he's an asshole. So he runs the Infinite Consortium, which he got from Nicole Balas, by the way, who's off doing devious stuff. And Jace is like, yeah, I'm a mind mage, this makes sense. And Tezzeret is a planeswalker. Tezzeret's like, I need more planeswalkers to get in this so I can spread the Infinite Consortium to more than Ravnica. So like, Liliana's part of the Infinite Consortium. Wow, this is when they're like dating. But there's also this guy named Kalistroka. And they are gay.
Yeah?
Yeah. Almost confirmed. They look almost identical. And they do this as like a body double like plot, like where they can do missions together. But like he's just like a soldier. And Jace is like, that's my soldier. I'm Narvi though. I'm nervous. And he's like, don't worry, baby, I'll go kill them for you. Because I know you don't want to do that.
Guy who looks just like me. This is like me making fun of one of my friends named Chris, who went on 3 dates with other guys named Chris.
Yeah. And the important thing to know about this, as while this is happening and he's working for the consortium, he eventually finds out that this is an awful organization, and tries to leave, but he kind of like messes up doing it, and he's like, I need to planeswalk, but I'm gonna take Callist with me, and then he mind mages Callist to think he's Jace, and mind mages himself to think he's Callist, which works because they look the same.
So is the Jace we see nowadays, is that just like Callus?
No, they do switch back.
That would have been like infinitely funnier.
They switch back and then Callus immediately dies. It's really messed up where he's like, I'm Jace and woe is me. And by the way, Liliana is trying to date Jace and then suddenly she's dating Callus because she knows that they switched. And now Callus, who thinks he's Jace, is like, why won't Liliana love me? Why is she with Callus now? And Jace, who thinks he's Callus, is like, oh my god, I pulled the bad bitch. They're like evil polyamory to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really weird. It's a really weird book. It's great though. So Callus dies, Jace goes back to the Infant Consortium, and Tezzeret is like, hey, I have a job for you. I got a job for you. I gotta go talk to this dragon, and he does mind magic. And I need you to make sure he doesn't mind magic me. And Jace is like, sure. And he's baby. And Nicole Balas is Nicole Balas and gets absolutely obliterated.
Yeah.
And then Tezzeret tortures him about it and like how awful of a job he did. Yeah. It's great. It's really great. So yeah, that's that.
Yeah.
And Jace basically wrecks Tezzeret, takes over the consortium. Ta-da, it's great. And Tezzeret kind of just gets scooped up by Nicole Balas. Like his dying body.
Yeah, yeah.
And then Nicole Balas is like, you work for me now, and brands his horns on his head. Yeah, it's really crazy. Anyways.
My boy with dreads.
Yeah. So the consortium does a lot of things. What do? They got hired by something to go check out this these Eldrazi thing, like this like Eye of Ugin thing. Figure out what that is. Meanwhile, Chandra just blew up a bunch of monks that were evil, and she's got this fancy scroll, and she's like, man, this scroll, it's like magic. It says to go to the Eye of Ugin, and I'm gonna go with Jace, and we're gonna go check this out. And this guy named Sarkon Vol, he likes dragons. His only character trait is that he really likes dragons. Really likes them. And he's just hanging out at the Eye of Ugin, and the three of them walk up with this scroll, and they're like, man, we gotta figure out what the scroll is, and guess what? It's 3 Planeswalker sparks and the Breath of Ugin.
Hey, this is... Why the fuck did you make it so you could do this accidentally? How the fuck do you do something where you do it accidentally? That's not...
So all the Eldrazi go free!
You can't make a seal that can accidentally be broken. What the fuck?
So yeah, they let the Eldrazi out, and now Zendikar is dealing with that again. And Gideon shows up and is like, oh my god, what the hell? And he just starts like punching Eldrazi because he can just keep going, like he's immortal, but like, he can't get hurt, so he just kills like an entire army of Eldrazi and is like, dear god, we better get someone to help with this. Now, by the way, just a little tidbit. You know how I said that like Jace got hired to go check out the Eye of Ugin? He got hired by Nicole Balas. Nicole Balas set it up. Nicole Balas gave the scroll to Chandra and sent Sarkon out there, who really likes dragons, and hired Jace. And it's all, just know that it's always Nicole Balas. Whenever something bad happens, it's his fault. It's always him. Or the Phyrexians. So, but anyways, everything's bad on Innistrad. Avacyn's missing. Liliana's there because one of her demons is there, and she's like, I gotta go wreck this freaking demon. Screw the consortium. Screw Jace. He's just kind of a bitch and not doing it for me anymore.
Yeah.
And turns out that, Avacyn was in the Hell Vault. So they open the Hell Vault, and all the demons come out, and they fight a big war on Innistrad. And Avacyn gets out, and she's like, I'm back. And all the people of Innistrad are like, wow, our angel's back. And then a very, very pissed off Nahiri just like walks out of the Hell Vault and planeswalks away.
Do we think, what's the guy who made her?
Sorin.
Do you think Sorin, while he was just shoving a lot of people in the Hell Vault, was like, all the deer accidentally got her too?
No, it wasn't an accident. So she's super pissed because she was just in the Void for like it's basically the Void in there. But now the angels are back on Innistrad, but so are the demons, and the humans are figuring it out. And that's Innistrad. Alright, anyways. This is Elspeth. She's gonna matter now. She was born on Capenna! Oh my god, Capenna!
I love Capenna.
Now, Capenna was one of the planes Urza nuked. By the way. So Capenna had dealt with Phyrexians for a while. Elspeth was dealing with Phyrexians, and then she kind of planeswalked because of Phyrexian torture, basically. That was how her planeswalker Spartanited. She went off and became a knight. She's super cool, and then never went back to Capenna because allegedly Capenna was a wasteland. Eventually, it won't be a wasteland, and she'll be on the train back home. She'll be on the train back home. This is Haley's girl.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Elspeth gets a call one day from this guy named Koth, who's like, hey, so by the way, the Phyrexians are back. And everyone's like, how? Urza nuked them all. How is this happening? Well, turns out, get this, when Karn made a whole plane and then lost his spark, the oil dripped out, and they've been kind of simmering there. So the plane that was Argentum became Miridim and is now New Phyrexia, where there's now a bunch of Phyrexians. And Koth's like, I was born here, this ain't gonna fly. Gets a little gang together of Elspeth and this guy named Venser, he really doesn't matter. And they go and fight a war. And they save Karn, get him out of there. Karn's spark reignites, very cool. They find this girl named Melira, who's immune. And they get this thing called Hex Gold, super cool. And they beat the Phyrexians a little, but at least they're not going to escape, right? There's no way for them to leave. Phyrexians can't be planeswalkers, so it's okay. We'll be okay. It's gonna stay here. Yeah. They all worship Karn, though. Yeah. But they all worship Karn. He's the father of machines. Ooh, I sure hope there's no mother of machines eventually. So yeah, they stop the Phyrexians. Super cool. But not really. They're still out there. Anyways, where's Elspeth going after that? To Theros! It's the Greek mythology plane! This is a wonderful plane. It's Greece. It's Greece. You got gods. They all live in Nyx, which is like a second plane on the plane. It's like a plane on top of it. That's all space and where the spirits and the constellations and the gods are. It's super cool. We love Theros.
This is the only plane with real space.
Yeah, this is the only plane with real space, yeah. So Elspeth is out there, and Heliod comes to her and is like, hey, take this and slay this Hydra and go be a hero. And she's like, on my way, and does that. She slays the Hydra, and she meets this guy named Daxos, and they kind of fall in love. And they're kind of, Daxos, he's really cool, and Elspeth's kind of like nervous because she's still dreaming about like the Phyrexians sometimes, and like she's still coping, but she really wants to be with this guy. There's this guy named Xenagos, who's a planeswalker that was born on Theros, but he wants to be a god on Theros. And how he's going to do that is by basically making a cult of like revels of like just like killing people for fun.
Yeah.
And there's this other guy named Ashiok who I didn't put on here, and Xenagos and Ashiok are kind of working together, and they give Elspeth a nightmare, and like she goes into a tent to like be with Daxos, and then they like make her think that Daxos is a Phyrexian, and she kills him. Yeah, it's rough. It's really rough.
Can I say the one thing I have seen of the lion?
Yeah.
I swear to God, I have seen the same character on a card, just
yeah,
legs spread, like slanging.
Yeah, I showed you that.
Yeah, no shit.
So Elspeth kills Daxos.
That's where because I looked at him, I went, oh, that's the...
Yeah, it's the lion.
People who like Magic keep showing me, like, and this is the card that, like, they made really raunchy.
Yeah. Nice. We'll get to the really raunchy card eventually. So Elspeth, by the way, gets the help of this other planeswalker named Johnny. This is the first time I've mentioned him, but he's done a bunch. He fought the Phyrexians with them. He did a whole bunch of stuff. And he was a knight with Elspeth, back when Elspeth was learning to be a knight. And she comes and says, Johnny, I killed my lover, and this freaking Xenagos guy is an asshole, and I want to go wreck his day. So she gets a Johnny, and they go to Nyx, and then they beat his ass, and they kill him, and Elspeth dies. She literally dies. And a Johnny gets really sad, because, like, that's his one friend. So he goes on an arc of pacifism. And that's Theros. Love Theros. Yeah. So back to Ravnica. Jace, he's running the consortium.
Is this the presidential election?
It's the presidential election, yeah. So Jace is like, he's living on Ravnica. He's not really vibing with the consortium anymore because it seems pretty evil. And he starts finding like these little, like, I don't know, magic map blueprints in the ground, Like, starts finding all these like little things and is like, holy crap, I think there's something here. I think there's a maze with something at the end of it. And Ravnica's run by this guild pact. Alright, so all the guilds, their kind of contract they have to like work in harmony. And the guild pact is not doing great. It's not magical right now, it's pretty bad.
One of the guilds is literally just we kill people. No shit. It's like, why is morale low? And then there's like Murder Steve over there who stabbed another councilman going, I don't know, guys. I don't know. It's weird.
I don't know, this is crazy.
We can do a pizza party. Bring the pizza.
So Jace is looking into how to fix the guild pact and finds this maze, but something has to stop him. Something has to stop him from running this maze, and it's Ral! Zarek, my boy, Tim! Woo! It's Ral! Woo! It's Ral! Woo! It's my guy! Yippee! 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 Yippee, Tim! Woo! Woo! So Ral was born on Ravnica, actually 1 year before the mending, so he was this close to being a god for like a day. And he does rain magic, and he's poor. He's freaking poor. He works doing, he waters rich people's gardens, you know, it's literally all he does. And he has this boyfriend who's into the arts, and he's like, oh man, literally, I will go a goddamn overtime to work for you. And they're both poor together, and then one day, Raul gets approached by this golden guy, and is like, hey, do you want to make a lot more money? And he's like, well, I'm poor, so yes. He says, great. Go kill those people to death with lightning. And he's like, anything for my boyfriend and our household, because we're poor and I know I love him so much and he needs it. So he starts doing jobs for this gold guy with horns. You'll never guess.
Nicole Bolasque, though.
No, definitely. And one day he's like out and he's like supposed to kill this lady dead or like scare her, and then he's like scaring her, and then this kid jumps in the way, and he just absolutely electroshock kills this kid, and he's like, oh my god, and the kid stabs him, but he like restarts his heart and is like, it's okay, but like now he's like bleeding out, and he's on the way home, and he's like, it's okay, when I get home my boyfriend will be there and everything will be okay. And then he gets home and his boyfriend is making out with another man. And that's what causes a spark to ignite. Not getting stabbed, not killing that kid, his boyfriend cheating on him. More so all of that in the same day. So he's a planeswalker now. And he's still working for this gold guy who, guess what, can be on other planes? This is crazy. But eventually he comes back and is like, I'm gonna work for the Azet League. I'm gonna change my accent, move to the 10th district, and make something of myself.
Accent?
Yep, he's Russian. Or he is in my heart. All of Ravnica kind of is, but yeah, he comes back and is like, I'm making it in the goddamn Azet League if it's the best thing I can do. And he says, screw you, to this golden man who was Nicole Bolasque.
Yeah, I do want to say that I think it's funny. There's Ravnica.
Yeah.
Which is the Magic the Gathering. And then I'm a big fan of Six of Crows, Shadow and Bone, which has Ravka.
Yeah.
And
it's
so
pretty close.
I'll talk about Shadow and Bone, and David will be like, yeah, Ravnica. And I'm like,
It's literally one syllable off. So there's this maze, and Ral is the maze runner for the Azet, and long story short, they all run this maze, but oh, it was a ploy. It's not actually about who wins the maze. It's about getting all the guilds to work together to solve the maze. And all the guilds are like, screw that. And Jace is like, oh my god, everybody shut up right now. Mind controls them all, which gets them all to work alongside each other. So now he's the president. So now he's the living guild pact.
he really feels like a Skyrim main character.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've ever played an Elder Scrolls or a Bethesda game where you just do quest lines and they go, you're such an amazing guild member. You're our leader.
And it's like, oh, am I? I was actually just trying to solve this fun maze because it sounded like a fun thing to do on a Thursday. But now I'm the president, and I wasn't even born here. Which Ral is really pissed at him about. And they've got something going on. But that's like its own thing. So he's the president of Ravnica, basically. He's the living guild pact. He makes all the guilds work together, so now he just sits at a desk and does paperwork, and he hates it, and he's horrible at it. So, the maze. We enter, there's Ral.
I'm sorry.
I forgot he was there.
He's doing the, like, DreamWorks face.
I forgot he was there.
Fucking picture, so it's Ral giving you a fucking raised eyebrow smile.
Yeah, I forgot I put him on the slide. Okay, Tarkir, it happens. Sarkon, he loves dragons. He goes back in time. He saves Zugin. Dragons, that's Tarkir. There's not much else to say. But Ugin's alive now and a ghost.
Okay.
That's important. That's all that matters. The Gatewatch! It's that thing! It's the Gatewatch.
Members.
Yeah, the one with 3 members. So, remember, the Eldrazi? Remember how Gideon punched all those Eldrazi? Well, he's been going around, picking up as many people as he can to be like, yo, we need to go fight these Eldrazi, dude. They're gonna kill the whole multiverse. Someone has to stop this. And Jace is like, anything to get out of this paperwork. Literally anything that takes me off Ravnica, put me there. Let me go there. He picks up Chandra, who Gideon's buddies with. They're buddies. He picks up Nissa, who's on Zendikar, and is like, I want to...
Whose fault it is.
Yeah, whose fault it is. And they're like, hey, what the hell? So they start doing some sick magic, and they trap the stuff, but then this random guy named Obnixilis, this is this guy, comes and is like, JK, I was a planeswalker before the mending, and I lost my spark, and I really want it back. So all this super cool magic you're doing, I'm gonna slurp that up and leave. Notice how he hasn't come up at all until right now, because he's literally just a bitch. So he shows up, he starts, there's a really cool line I will mention here, that when he fights the whole Gatewatch, Gideon is like, you can't beat him because he's literally impossible to kill. So he tries to drown Gideon in a puddle, and it low-key works. And there's a line in one of the stories that's like, invulnerability was no match for 3 inches of dirty water.
Yeah.
And it's crazy, dude. Yeah, Sen, what's your question? So they try again, and with the power of the Gatewatch, they get the Eldrazi sealed. There are at least 2 of them. The other one's gone. They don't know where Emrakul went.
Okay.
The big flat one, we don't know where she is. But they basically remake the Hedron this time in a way where it can't be broken. And,
It's crazy that, like, 4 guys...
and the power of friendship,
were able to do that, but the fucking primordial dragon had to be like... No, like, if somebody walks up with...
Well, they had 4 planeswalkers. He only had 3.
Yeah, but what about the dragon? And a vampire!
Yeah, these are just a bunch of guys, dude. So they all...
That's a arsonist. Some dude who doesn't know where he is.
Who really wants to get out of paperwork.
Generally a chill guy, and the girl whose fault it is.
Yeah. Yeah, we exchanged Breath of Ugin with another planeswalker, yeah. So they all take an oath of a Gatewatch to keep watch for whenever a big threat is threatening the multiverse, and now they're a gang.
Man.
Hello.
Hello.
I just need that water bottle.
Yeah, you can go get it.
Oh.
Look, they just made the Gatewatch.
It just made the Gatewatch? Dear Lord.
I'm getting faster. So they all take an oath.
I'm going shopping.
Okay, have fun.
Have fun, Haley.
They make the Gatewatch. And they're like, yeah, next time there's a big threat, we'll be there. And then they go, like, camp for a day, and it's really cute. And they're buds. They're buds, okay? They're on my wall downstairs.
I thought you were about to be like, and then they go camp for a day and they never talk to each other
Never
again.
talk to each other again. Yeah. So, Jace is like, hey, I actually have paperwork to do, but I actually don't want to do that. And something weird is happening on Innistrad. So I better go check that out instead of my goddamn paperwork as the president.
What's with this cunty little fit here? They dressed him up like
He gets a little cloak, and I don't know why he never changes outfits again. Just for this, though.
He's dressed up like he's a Belmont.
Yeah, he is. So he's like, man, I'm part of this Gatewatch now, so I think it's kind of my job to go check out what's happening on Innistrad, because, you know, all these people are going crazy, and there's all these weird little spires, and, you know, my ex lives there. I bet I could stay at her house for a day. And Liliana's like, what the hell are you doing here? And he's like, I just need to find Sorin. I want to find out what's going on. And she's like, I wouldn't cry if you died. And he's like, I didn't ask about that. Liliana literally goes, you're like a dog. I'd cry for a while, and then I'd get over it. Yeah. It's not healthy. It's very, I mean, just look at that. Is that a healthy dynamic?
He kind of looks like you just poured water on him.
Yeah, he does. Well, he's kind of losing it because everyone's going crazy because of these cryptoliths. Oh, what's the canonical explanation for SpongeBob, Deadpool, and Chucky? Look. They're saying that, like, the multiverse is here, but then there's a more multiverse, there's universes beyond, and that's where SpongeBob is. That's real. Great. It's great. Great. I love Fallout Plane
My
and
Little Pony's
Warhammer
also
Plane.
real.
So is Leonardo da Vinci. The guy.
I think I'd rather take him over the My Little Pony card that's like, smile at your opponent. Do it.
Yeah, it's true. Okay, so Innistrad's going crazy, and what is it? It's the Eldrazi. It's the Eldrazi. You know the one that they didn't capture?
Mm-hmm.
It went to Innistrad. Why did it go to Innistrad? Nahiri let it there because Sorin was a dick, right? So Nahiri is like, man, I came out of this vault. You know what I'm gonna go? I'm gonna go draw this giant Eldrazi to Innistrad so that he can suffer like I have.
That's fucking crazy. I think she should have done that more.
Yeah. So she shows up and they're like, oh my god, they're literally here because of you, Nahiri. And she's like, lol. And then Sorin's entire vampire family, she does stone magic, right? So she fuses them all into the wall where they all die. Like their mansion gets like twisted stone wrong and all the vampires get stuck in the walls and they cannot get out. Sorin eventually gets out. But like, she just goes and wrecks their day.
She was really upset about being put in the timeout corner.
It was like a long time. Yeah. So everyone's going crazy. People are getting Eldrazi-ified, which kind of works in the same way that Phyrexia, like you said, just become that.
That looks sick as fuck.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. And Avacyn also is getting Eldrazi, so Sorin has to kill her. He unmakes her, like just is like, you are my creation and you will not be crazy anymore. But the Eldrazi are still there, and Sorin's dealing with that. So we gotta call the Gatewatch. So the whole Gatewatch rocks up, and they're like, "We can fight the Eldrazi. We've done it before." And then Jace like plays mind chess with Emrakul, and Emrakul is like, "Lol, yeah, I really didn't want to be here anyway," and chooses to seal herself in the moon. So they lock her in the moon. That's what this one is.
Yeah.
They seal her in the moon. And Liliana helps, obviously, because, I guess. And then they're like, wow, Liliana, you're, like, helping us? Do you want to join the Gatewatch? And she's like, no. Actually, I still have 3 demons to kill. You could help with that. Yeah, I guess I'll join the Gatewatch. I take your stupid oath. So she joins the Gatewatch. Yeah. So Emrakul's in the moon. Surely that has no lasting effects. As most things do. Anyway, so the Gatewatch, we're like a gang now. They're hanging out on Ravnica because Jace eventually has to do that goddamn paperwork. And they get hired by this guy. This blue bald man named Dovin Baan. I say his name like that exclusively. His name is Dovin Baan, and he rocks up. He's a planeswalker.
He looks like the people from Avatar.
He does. He rocks up and is like, hey, there's this revolution on my plane, and you guys deal with, like, plane conflicts, so can the Gatewatch come here and, like, kill my whole revolution, please? I don't want to deal with them. And they're like, sure. And then they go and join the revolution.
Yeah. No, it's like, can you put down this revolution of people?
Yeah, and it turns out that the leader of the revolution was Chandra's mom, who lived, and she's super freaking cool. Ajani's also there, and he takes an oath.
Is he a Gatewatch?
He's in the Gatewatch, yeah. And then they're like, man, all this weird stuff, this crazy revolution, why did they crack down so hard? It was Tezzeret. That guy. Who's you know, got scooped up by Nicole Bloss.
Yeah.
He's getting this freaking device. He's getting this device that someone on Kaladesh was making called the Planar Bridge. And they're like, oh damn, he's obviously up to no good. And Jace and Liliana are like, screw that guy. He like tortured us in the consortium. So they're like, we gotta figure out what he's up to. So they follow Tezzeret, the whole Gatewatch, and they go to Egypt. This is Amun. Look at Liliana's fit.
That sure is Egypt.
Yeah. They go to. Yeah. Can you tell? Nothing odd is going on here. This is just This is a regular plane, guys.
Wait a second.
There's nothing important going on in the far distance of this plane.
Is he that big?
No. I think he just like made that mountain, dude. So they're like, Tezzeret, we gotta figure out what he's up to here. And then they're like, this plane is freaking weird. Everyone is a kid, and they're all like choosing to die and be immortalized in the afterlife. But like the planeswalkers who rock up are like, I don't really think there's an afterlife. I think you're just all dying for something, but we don't know what.
I'm sorry. They're all kids still? Like,
they've grown up.
Okay.
It's all like young adults and zombies that are running the plane and like taking care of everybody, and they're like, yep, that's always how it's been.
Yeah.
And the Gatewatch is like, this is sus as hell. I don't like what's going on here. I don't like the vibes. And Liliana's like, dude, I think one of my demons is here. Dude, I think one of my demons is here on this plane, and you guys gotta help me kill him. You gotta.
What is Liliana's demon contract? Is it even worth breaking?
If the demon finds her, it can just tell her what to do and she has to do it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But if she can kill them. So she's like, yo, Gatewatch, I know we're like dealing with this Tezzeret problem and whatever the hell's going on here, but my demon's over there and I need you guys to fight him. And they're like, fine, we'll go fight your demon. And they barely win. They kill the demon, and then she's like, the demon's body, I'm gonna eat it. So she like eats it by her zombies eating it. And she's like doing it vicariously. That story is crazy. It's crazy because she's like, and I'm eating him, and this is the biggest power trip I've ever had. And it's like, but you're not physically. And she's like, no, but the crocodiles I raised from the dead are, and it's great.
See, art makes fun of me for having a lot of cannibalism in my story.
Yeah. And every other member of the Gatewatch is like throwing up at what Liliana's doing, and they're like, girl, what the hell? And meanwhile, gets this, Nicole Balas comes out and is like, wow.
Oh, he's fitted up.
Yeah, he's fitted up. He comes out, is like, it was me the whole time, me, Nicole Balas. And he's like, all these people are my soldiers, ooh, and Tezzeret's like, you go, boss. And then the Gatewatch are like, we can do this, we can stop him. And Johnny's like, no you can't, you don't know who this is. Yeah. So Johnny leaves, and the rest of the Gatewatch is like, we're gonna fight him. And then Liliana gets pummeled, and Gideon gets pummeled, and Chandra gets pummeled, and Jace gets absolutely mind fried. Jace is like, I'll go into his mind, as if he doesn't remember the last time he was a mind mage against Nicole. There's a reason he's the second best mind mage in the multiverse. There's a reason, because Nicole Balas is number 1. And they literally all die. Gideon like keeps coming at him, and he's just like swatting him away with his tail. Just like, go away, you're a fly. And they're like, this is awful. But Jace goes into Nicole Balas's mind and is like, I'm gonna do this. And then Nicole Balas is like, lol, mind wipes him. Again! So Jace planeswalks. Where does he planeswalk? To South America. he planeswalks to South America.
You're going to Brazil.
You're going to Brazil. So this is Ixalan. It's dinosaurs and pirates and vampire conquistadors and a lost city of gold. You know? And Jace wakes up on a beach. He does not know who he is. He's like, damn, I'm weak, dude. He has no, and he's trying to figure his life out. He's like, wait, I can try and planeswalk. But oh my god, he can't. Why can't he? Because this is where Azor got stuck. And the fucking immortal sun that makes it so they were gonna trap Nicole Balas here? Yeah, now Jace is trapped there.
The fucking soft lock demons here?
The soft lock Sphinx happens to be on this plane, and now Jace is stuck. And he's stuck on a beach. He has no survival skills because he doesn't even know about surviving. He figures out that he definitely isn't strong and didn't do work. He starts seeing like hallucinations, and they're really messed up. he like hallucinates Liliana and is like, tell me about myself, and she's like, you're pathetic, and it's like of his like his subconscious, and he's laying on this beach, and this boat rocks up, and there's this super cool pirate captain on this boat, and her name is Vraska. Who's Vraska? Well, let me tell you. This is Vraska. She was born on Ravnica. She's a Golgari. She's a Gorgon. She was an assassin. She's actually met Jace before because, let's be clear,
president.
he's still the president. And he hasn't been there because he's been off doing Gatewatch shit, right? But he's still the president, right? So Ravnica's in shambles while he's gone, and he doesn't have a care in the world, and he's just off being on a beach, I guess.
Like a vice? Does he not have like somebody else there?
Well, no, not really, because everyone else is part of a guild. There's no impartial one like him. So Vraska's from Ravnica. She's part of the Golgari, and she got approached by this gold guy with horns that said, hey, you're an assassin. Can I send you on a quest? You're a planeswalker. And she's like, yeah, I am a planeswalker. And he's like, can you go and pick up this thing at the Lost City called the Immortal Sun for me? And she's like, sure, if you pay me enough. So she goes to Ixalan and is like, sure, I'll go get your thing. And then realizes she can't planeswalk away. And she's like, well, this is some bullshit. So she kind of becomes a pirate, but she thinks that, like, if she can somehow get to the Immortal Sun, whatever this Nicole Bolas guy is can come and get it and she can leave, right? But while she was on Ravnica, she's tried to assassinate Jace because she didn't like that he's president, because he's awful at his job.
Oh, yeah.
So Vraska rocks up to him on this beach and is like, oh my god, Jace Beleren, what the hell are you doing here? You're supposed to be on Ravnica. And he's like, you're so pretty. So he becomes part of the crew because she realizes that he doesn't know a goddamn thing. She's like, oh, I was just gonna kill you. I was just gonna Gorgon petrify you, but you're actually pathetic. And I guess, like, you're probably more useful if you stay alive, so you can just be on my boat. And he's, like, finding himself. And he's getting strong. He's a little pirate. Look at his little pirate fit, yeah. This entire arc came because this art got made, and they were like, it looks like a romance novel. Can he date Vraska? And the writers were like, sure. This is, like, Ixalan is, like, the best story, by the way.
Yeah.
This is such a good story from, like, the writing perspective. So Jace is, like, finding himself, and they're, like, slowly falling to each other.
They made him cunty.
Yeah. And Vraska's, like, opening up about herself and is like, I know that you're not going to hurt me because I know that there's nothing in there. And he's like, she's talking about her past and, like, her time being, like, tortured by the Azorius on Ravnica, and he's like, oh my god, that's awful. You were so in the right for getting out of there. And she's like, the old Jace would never have said that, but you do. And they're, like, together. They're great. I love them. They're amazing. Yeah. They're pirates. They're slaying. And they're like, we're still looking for this Immortal Sun, though. And Jace does not know better. So they go on a little trip, and they both figure out they're planeswalkers, and it's like, oh, this is great. And there's there's like a whole pirate crew. It's great. And they go by themselves. They're like, bye, pirate crew. We have to go find this thing. I have this compass. And then they fall down a waterfall, and Jace hits his head.
Does he forget or remember?
He remembers.
Okay.
He remembers. Okay, that's this art piece right here. And he remembers everything. Before this, he did not remember his childhood. He didn't remember Vern or Alhammarret or any of that stuff. He only remembered, like, Ravnica, and now he has his entire mind back. And Vraska's like, oh my god, he's not gonna like me anymore. I am so, like, I don't think I can trust him anymore. And then he gets out of it and is like, oh my god, no, I love you. What are you talking about? Of course I love you. And she's like, you love me even like this? And he's like, yes, you're beautiful. And she's like, but I'm a Gorgon. And he's like, you're beautiful. It's great. It's such a good story. And they're like, all right, who did you say you were working for? and Jace now tells Vraska about Nicole Bolas, and Vraska's like, oh, I should not be doing that. I should not be working for that. So they come up with a plan.
Yeah.
Number one, they walk into where the Immortal Sun is. Azor is there. And Jace is like, a Sphinx! Bang! And just like mind kills him to death. He actually mind wipes him and keeps him stuck on the island that he spawned in on. Like, makes him stay there forever. Like, he can't leave. He, like, ingrained into his mind that there's, like, an invisible barrier there.
So
he can't
fucked
leave.
him!
Yeah. He's like, you suck. Bang. And Azor is like, why is your magical signature that you're the president of my home plane? And he's like, dude, I can't handle this. Yeah, so he absolutely messes the Sphinx up, and they have the Immortal Sun. And Vraska's like, all right, I have this thing that I'm going to use to contact Tezzeret, and he can grab this, and we can leave. But I need to be a sleeper agent for you. Jace, you need to wipe my memories that you were ever here. And when you see me again, when we fight Nicol Bolas for whatever he's doing, you can call me your captain, and I'll remember. And I won't be working for him anymore. But I know that if I go there now, he'll know that I was here because he's a mind mage.
Yeah.
He'll know you have to take it away from me. So he wipes her memory. That's this art. And then he like disappears. And she's like, sick, the Immortal Sun. Tezzeret, hey, can you come pick this up? And he uses that planar bridge thing that he got a couple sets ago to grab something from another plane to the plane he's on, which is not possible except by whatever this thing is that Tezzeret's been working on. He's an artificer.
Mm-hmm.
So they take the Immortal Sun, and Vraska's like, sick. Anyways, the rest of the Gatewatch did not get mind wiped. So they all reconvene, they go to Dominaria, and Liliana's like, oh my god, I know we just lost, but one of my demons is on Dominaria, guys. And Nissa's like, I'm leaving. Nissa leaves the Gatewatch, is like, literally, screw this, screw you, Liliana. We would have been able to defeat Nicol Bolas if we didn't have to kill your demon first. And screw you. So she leaves.
Yeah.
Chandra goes off. Gideon's like, I've heard tale of this sword on Dominaria that can kill an elder dragon. I have to go find it. So he and Liliana have like a little arc together where like Liliana's like, you know, I'm not really that evil. And he's like, I never thought that, dude. They're really good. They're good. They do kill the demon. They do meet Teferi. Teferi joins the Gatewatch. He's back, by the way. This absolute Giga Chad. He's part of the Gatewatch now. And they kill the last demon. This is Liliana's last demon. This is literally it. And then get this. Nicol Bolas comes up and says, hey, boo. You know how I set up this demon contract for you? Well, I actually wrote in the small print that if you ever managed to, like, kill every demon, that I would be able to tell you what to do, and you wouldn't be able to stop it. You're now in contract to me. And she's like, well, guess I'm supposed to be evil. I can't be a good guy. So she gets taken by Nicol Bolas, because she has to. And Gideon's like, this is some bullshit. I literally just redeemed her, and now she's off with
Now she's evil again, god damn it.
So what is Nicol Bolas planning, you might ask? Well, it's the War of the Spark.
You've talked about this.
Yes, this is the thing. The War of the Spark. This is Nicol Bolas's grand plan, you know? This is his big old plan. So, he's coming.
No, you can't say that.
Everyone, the Gatewatch planeswalks to Ravnica and is like, yo, a bad force is coming. They go to Ral, and Ral's like, oh my god, can you do your fucking job right now, dude? Where have you been? You have to be the president. And he's like, I have been dealing with much bigger things. And he's like, what's bigger than being the president, jackass? Right. And he's like, yeah, Nicol Bolas is coming. We have to go prepare elsewhere. So the Gatewatch leaves, and Ral's like,
Ral hates all of these people.
goddamn sure, bro. And Vraska's there. Vraska is the Golgari guild leader. And Ral's like, hey, Nicol Bolas has like low-key been infiltrating all the guilds. I need to, and there's no goddamn guild pact, and I can't do anything unless there's a guild pact. So I have this plan. Of I'm gonna make this thing. I'm gonna make this thing called the Interplanar Beacon. That's gonna be able to give all planeswalkers like a, I feel like I need to go to Ravnica right now when the time is right. And we need to figure out how to make a new guild pact, so I need all the guilds. So he starts working with Vraska and Kaya, who is a planeswalker who's kind of in charge of the Orzhov right now, she kills ghosts. And this is the Gathering Storm is the story where we get Ral's whole backstory, and you get his relationship with Tomik, and them, like, going from just, like, dating to, like, being together, like, properly. And it's very good. It's very cool. And they, like, get the beacon together, and all the guilds are working together. This is my favorite magic story, by the way. And they're like, great, it's time to turn on the beacon. And Vraska's like, nah, I'm gonna try to kill you. I actually still work for Nicole Bolas. And Ral is like, oh my god, I was so close to doing this. So Vraska messes it up, and guess what? It's time. He's here. And Ral's like, oh my god, I gotta call all the planeswalkers. Turns on interplanar beacon. And Nicole Bolas is like, turns on immortal sun. So they all the planeswalkers are like, to Ravnica! And then they can't leave. They're stuck there.
Why have you made Nicole Bolas?
I don't know, man. So literally every planeswalker shows up, and they're like, oh my god, screw this Nicole Bolas guy. And Nicole Bolas is like, I also have an army. Remember all those people I was killing in ancient Egypt? They're my army, and they're gonna come through the planar bridge. It's the most evil combo, and his entire goal is to eat or suck up as many sparks as he can. So Ral making the beacon was his plan. Go and get Immortal Sun was his plan. Getting the planar bridge, it was all Nicole Bolas. It was all him, all for this, all his major plan. The war, oh my god, the war of spark, and Liliana is commanding all these dead there's dead guys, and the Gatewatcher's like, oh my god, Sword and Hiri are both there, and they like fight on a roof for a while. It's really funny. And like so much happens in War of the Spark, but just know that like every planeswalker is there. They all try to kill Nicole Bolas. It doesn't work. Gideon's like, the sword I got from Dominaria, the special sword, I'm gonna kill him with it. It was a fake. Yeah, the special sword they sent a whole set getting, it was a fake. So they're like, well, dip. And planeswalkers are dying left and right. No one important, though. They're dying left and right. And Liliana is, like, having a terrible time because she's like, I do not want to be working for this, but I literally cannot disobey him. He's reading my mind right now and hearing that I'm going to disobey him. And if I do disobey him, I'm going to, like, self-implode. And eventually she's like, you know what? I'm ready to be a good guy. And she's like, I'm going to use all my power and sacrifice myself to turn all of the zombie soldiers on Nicole Bolas. And it's going to work. And Liliana's going to die and self-sacrifice. And then Gideon comes up and grabs her shoulder and takes the weight of the contract. And the guy who can't die, dies. The only one who was safe in this entire whole conflict takes it from Liliana and says... You
can just do that?
He can. No one else can, but he can, and is like, you're meant to be a good person. I've done my time. Go be better. I know what you're doing right now, and I want to save you. That's what I've always wanted for you. And Liliana lives, and all these guys turn on Nicole Bolas, and now Niv Mizzet, who Nicole Bolas killed but then got brought back, but I don't really need to get into that, runs at Nicole Bolas with the full force of the Guild Pact because Niv Mizzet is the president now. Because Jace was so absent. And then they get the gods from the ancient Egypt to kill it, and Nicole Bolas dies. Allegedly. Right before they're about to kill Nicole Bolas and get his spark and finish this whole damn thing, Ugin goes to Jace in his brain and is like, hey, if you kill Nicole Bolas, he'll get back eventually. We need to keep him prison, like my original plan years ago. And Jace is like, I don't think so. And Ugin's like, I'm doing it anyway. And Jace is like, fine, and makes an illusion of Nicole Bolas dying, while Ugin just like grabs his ass and sticks him in the meditation plane, which is this thing.
Why is whenever Nicole Bolas is someplace, he puts the horns?
So you know he's there. So you know he's there. Kaya joins the Gatewatch. She's cool. Liliana disappears because everyone still thinks she's evil. Literally only Gideon saw her turn, and everyone else is like, bro. Niv Mizzet is the guild pack now, which means Rao gets promoted. He's the guild master of the Azet now. Woo! He's in charge. Yay. And Nicole Balas is dead and dying. Maybe everyone else is like, we literally killed him. This is great. And Jace is like, I know the truth. And then they go have a funeral for Gideon. It's very cute.
Yeah.
It's great. That's the War of the Spark. So now we're gonna speedrun. We're gonna speedrun a whole bunch. All right. How you doing, by the way?
With you.
Let's do a little check-in.
Yeah.
The War of the Spark is like the last world-ending event, like the crazy world-ending event, and now we're gonna speed run, and we'll be there.
What slide are we on?
56, or no, 61. We have 20 more to go. These go way faster. Trust me. These go way faster. Trust me.
No, I think I'm getting it.
Yeah.
I need you to know you keep bringing up names that haven't been said every like 5 slides. If they haven't been said in the last 5 slides, I'm like, you're like, Kaya joins the guild watch. I'm like,
she's like, if they're not directly important to the plot, I'm skipping over. There's so many characters, dude. So now, Nicole Balas is dead. The multiverse is at peace. It's great. Welcome to Eldraine. It's fairy tales. It's like Red Riding Hood and the Snow Queen and fairies in the woods. These are just the royal family. This is Will and Rowan Kenrith. They share a spark. They're twins. They get it when their dad dies. Yeah. That's Oko. He's shirtless.
no, David showed me the card that he's in where you can see his dick faintly.
Yeah. He has never put on a shirt ever. He's a fae. And he's just like messing around. He's not contributing to the plot. He's just messing with stuff.
Yeah.
He's just messing with it for fun. That's Oko. I am gonna make you know his name because he's gonna come up later.
He's chilling.
Yeah, just know he's shirtless. Just remember that about him.
I kind of gathered that.
Oh, he intrigues me? Yeah, he would, Corn. Yeah, he would. My god. Yeah, that's Eldraine. Very cool. Theros. Elspeth, she's dead. But Theros has an afterlife. So she's been chilling in the underworld, the Greek underworld. And what happens in Theros Beyond Death? We don't know. This happened right after War of the Spark. And War of the Spark had a failed book where they were really homophobic. And then Theros Beyond Death was supposed to get a book, and they wrote the whole thing. And then they said, ooh, the book failed real bad. We're just not going to post it or tell anyone what the plot was. Ever. But Elspeth finds out Heliod is super evil and escapes the underworld and comes back. And so Ashiok has something to do with that. This is Ashiok.
Yeah.
Daxos is there. I don't know. We don't know. We do not know what happens. I'd like to draw attention to Ashiok for a moment. This is Ashiok. Ashiok is non-binary. Non-binary planeswalker. There's a couple. Does dreams, nightmares. Ooh. Just, yeah. Elspeth's back. And you'll never guess where she's going.
Train back home.
Yeah, but in like 3 slides. Zendikar! What's going on in Zendikar? I don't know. This set is weird. Nahiri's like tweaking. Nissa is evil and Jace is crazy. This is like post-War of the Spark. And like, Nahiri's like, I need to restore Zendikar. And Nissa's like, no, you're not doing it right. My way is better. And Jace comes up and is like, ladies, stop fighting. That's literally the plot. I don't know. Jace just comes up and is like, huh, you guys need to stop fighting. And Nissa's like, tell me that I'm right. We're literally friends. And Jace is like, I can't do that though. And Nahiri's like, oh, so I'm right. And he's like, not that either. And then he does nothing for the plot. He just looks really evil in this art for some reason.
Why did they make him look like that?
I don't know. He's devious.
He's
devious, dude. He's getting put in situations. I don't know why he's there, dude. That's Zendikar. That's your update. Welcome to Kaldheim. It's Norse mythology. Kaya, she's part of the Gatewatch, as you know. She's back. And there's this. Okay, so Kaldheim's pretty cool. It's there's a world tree based on Norse mythology, and Kaldheim is basically like there's like 9 planes within a plane. So the people on Kaldheim in the mini planes can't go to the other planes except for the gods of Kaldheim. It's very cool. And Tyvar, he's an elf. He was born on Kaldheim. He doesn't know that he's a planeswalker. because he's like, no, it's just all Kaldheim. Like, he's like, he has like a thing from Ravnica on his belt, and he's like, yeah, from one of the parts of Kaldheim. And Kaya's like, no, that's not what, he's like, oh, dip, really? And he just like, he's honest. His entire character, he's shirtless too, and he just wants to punch things. He can turn his body into any substance and just like punches with like iron. It's pretty cool.
Good for him.
And there's also this guy named Tybalt.
I hear a lot about Tybalt.
Yeah, David likes him for some reason. He like impersonates the Loki equivalent just to like mess with people for fun.
I have a few D&D characters that pose like that.
Yeah, he's just kind of a freak.
You're one of those
He's
queers,
like
aren't you?
in the community. He's like the only thing he's ever done is fail. Everything like he's the most like failure. Like I'm so evil. Dies. He was in the Hell Vault. Thorn put him in there for a while. Just to like give you kind of all the deer. Yeah. And he's just
got
like
horns. He's got to go in there.
Yeah, he's just like messing around, dude. But the important thing to note about Kaldheim is that for some goddamn reason, there is a Phyrexian praetor on Kaldheim. This does not get explained at the time. This is Vorinclex, he's the green one. We don't know why he's there at this point, but he's just like messing stuff up. He doesn't have a spark, he's not a planeswalker. No one knows how the hell he got there, but he is. It's a problem.
I like your whole chat when you're like, he's a failure, and they're all just going, oh, like Icarus.
Oh, so Icarus Mornings? Yeah. Don't compare Tybalt to... Dude, Tybalt sucks ass. His cards are awful too. That's the other joke, is that, like... Okay, I'll stop.
Do you think Ick would have good cards?
No. But yeah, for some reason there's a Phyrexian here. And he should not be there. And Kaya sees this, who's part of the Gatewalk, and is like... The hell? What the hell is going on here? But that's all that matters. Welcome to our Strixhaven! Welcome to Strixhaven! It has a D&D source book for some reason.
Oh wait.
Look at Will and Rowan. They're slaying.
This is Magic?
Yeah.
I've played Strixhaven.
You've played Strixhaven? Yeah, this is Magic the Gathering!
No.
Yeah! This is Magic the Gathering.
This is one of the first D&D campaigns. My DM was Nathan. He was like, "You want to play Curse of Strahd and Realm of the Frost Maiden and Strixhaven?" And I was like, "Yeah." I don't know if being a planeswalker was part of Strixhaven.
No, it's not at all.
We just did 5e.
Yeah. The Ravnica source book is like that too. They don't acknowledge planeswalkers. So yeah, the plane's called Arcavios, but the only thing that the devs care about is Strixhaven, the school. Mm-hmm. There's like a whole plane, but no one knows what's out there because they only talk about the school. And the school, okay, I'm gonna rant about this just for a second. Because Strixhaven as a concept is like, we take the most powerful mages and train them in our school. But only the ones on Arcavios. It doesn't work. The concept of having like a magic school in the world of Magic the Gathering only works if everybody can go there, but it's literally just the smart people from this one plane. I hate it. I hate it bad. It tried to be the guilds. It tried to be like, look at these new 2-color combinations, and everyone said, boo. Notably, this is where Liliana just like fucked off to.
That's Liliana?
Yeah, she's being a professor.
Oh.
She just like, after she's like, I need to go find myself, so she goes and teaches at a school.
I don't think that's a work appropriate outfit.
No, but they can't stop her.
Like HR might get a slip from them in the future.
Yeah. Will and Ronan from Fairy Tale Plane are here, the twins, and they go to school because they get picked up by another planeswalker. She doesn't matter. And they're like, go to school! So they go to school, and that's like the plot. There's also like a big blood demon, but it really doesn't matter.
Just like
the card is called Blood for the Blood God. I'm not even kidding. And I hate Strixhaven. I hate it bad. And guess what the next Magic set is? We're going back to Strixhaven. So that's Strixhaven. Wow, that's great.
Yeah.
Very cool. Innistrad is bad again.
Oh my god, I've seen the thing.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen
the trailer?
The short, yeah.
So Innistrad's bad because you know how they sealed Emrakul in the moon, the big Eldrazi? So that's having effects. In the sense that it's the moon, and the moon's a little important on Innistrad, so now it's going to be like Eternal Night, which is a problem for like werewolves. I mean, problem for the people, the humans.
Yeah, because I mean, I can't imagine if you're a werewolf, it's very fun because you're not not a werewolf.
Yeah. The Gatewatch goes. They stop it from becoming eternal night. Then there's a wedding. The scariest thing out there in all of Magic's universe, a wedding between Olivia. This is Olivia Voldaren. She's a bitch. She's like Marie Antoinette to me.
She's very. When I looked at the trailer, I was like, "This is very Evangeline from my guy."
Mm-hmm. And this is Soren's grandpapa. This is his grandpapa, the first vampire who she's marrying for like power, and then the Gatewatch comes and crashes the wedding. But like not the whole Gatewatch, like just a couple.
Why? Is it illegal?
Well, she's gonna get like unforetold power and take over the plane, and they're like, you can't do that, or something. And then like I want you to know that Soren is like in this arc, and the entire time he's like, these damn kids. Like his entire arc in this is like, these goddamn Gatewatchers think they can come in here and mess with my plane. I've been taking care of this plane, and they're like, it's ass, it sucks. So that's what's happening on Innistrad. Kamigawa, it's Japan.
Kamigawa means something already in Japanese?
I think so, yeah. It's literally Japan. There's these two guys named Kaito and the Wanderer. I hate Kaito! I hate him. I covered his face. He's bald, and I hate him. I hate Kaito, and I hate him bad.
Let me see.
I actually can't go out of the slide for a very specific reason. They're doing devious... They're Tezzeret's there.
He's getting, like, sluttier.
Yeah, white guy with dreads. Tezzeret's there, and he's doing something devious. But Kaito and the Wanderer, like, just got reunited. They were, like, childhood loves, and I really don't care. And I really hate Kaito. The Wanderer's cool. The Wanderer is there when Rao goes in a glue trap. That already happened, by the way. I didn't talk about it. It's during the War of the Spark. It's when every Planeswalker's there. He falls in a glue. It's Tezzeret's glue trap, by the way. Anyways, so...
Got shaved by the white guy with
dreads. He got shaved by the white guy with dreads. So what is Tezzeret doing on Kamigawa, you ask? Well, he's with a Phyrexian Praetor. That's Jin-Gitaxias. Look at his pants.
Oh, he's...
That's a Phyrexian. Why is he wearing sick, relaxing pants?
Have you seen that one trend on TikTok of, like, you've met me at a very Chinese part of my life?
You've met me at a very Chinese part of my life.
You've met me at a very Japanese part of my life.
Yeah. This is Jin-Gitaxias. He's on Kamigawa doing something. What's he doing? This is Tamio. I have not brought up Tamio. She runs an orphanage. She's a planeswalker.
Okay.
And they just completed her.
Yeah?
That's a Phyrexian. That's a whole Phyrexian right there. At this point, Kaito and the Wanderer are like, I don't know what that is, but I don't like it.
What color is he?
Blue. He's the blue one.
Okay.
For reference, I will show you Kaito's face. But I need... He's got a raccoon.
He's got a marketable plushie, that's what that is.
The Praetor's just like popping back up again? Yeah, I mean, we don't know. But yeah, Jin-Gitaxias is here. They completed Tamio, and everyone goes, ooh, that's not good. Anyways, look at his pants. This is a joke I make often. Capenna! Yes, we did it! We friggin'... That's the Soviet anthem. I meant that one. That's Crab Rave. Yes, it's Capenna! Woo! It's Capenna! She's on the train back home. So you know about Capenna. It's New York mob. It's Chicago mob.
Yeah.
And Elspeth was like, dude, I should go check back at my house because now that I'm not dead, I kind of want to see what was going on over there.
My house.
And it's not a wasteland.
Was it ever?
Urza nuked it. Capenna is one city, and the rest of the plane is a wasteland.
Oh, yeah.
There's nothing else out there. They all live in one city. The Angels were the ones who fought the Phyrexians way back when, so they're like all dead. But Angel Juice is called Halo. That's this thing on the side. And Halo is their drugs.
Yeah.
This is the 5 mob bosses. This is Xander, Svelko Spara, Jetmir, Rafine, and Ziatora. This is the vampire one, this is the lawyers, this is the party, this is the fortune telling, and this is the people who blow stuff up.
Can you say this in the song's terminology?
Old money, deal you can't refuse, join us, or you've had a taste. Family means business, fortune teller.
Also, family means business?
Okay. Both of them. Fortune teller, nails and kneecaps. Yeah. And this is the angel inside. Also from the soundtrack. So Elspeth shows up and is like, yo, why is my plane doing some weird stuff? Why are they selling angel juice? I don't like that. I don't like that at all, actually. And turns out she's like hanging out with this girl. Her name's Giada down here. And she's got like angel blood. And the Cabaretti, which is this one.
Jetmir.
Jetmir.
I love Jetmir.
Kidnap Giada and are like, we're going to keep her alive, this 16-year-old girl, and like farm angel juice out of her to get rich forever.
He got a good reason.
Yeah. Drugs.
I don't blame him. I do the same.
And Elspeth is like, that's not gonna fly. And like breaks Giada out. And Giada is like, oh my gosh, you're like an angel. And Elspeth's like, I don't know what you're talking about. Shrug. She also like has a thing with Xander, the leader of the old money guy. They have a weird dynamic. But the important thing to note here, I'll say, is that there's another Phyrexian Praetor here.
Yeah, because Fallen Praetor.
This is Fallen Praetor, yeah. This is the red one who's there like, hey, we need to stop the Phyrexians. And everyone's like, what do you mean? And he's like, they're scheming, dude. They're scheming. And he's like the good Praetor.
Yeah, I was about to say, the Praetor?
They kicked him out of Phyrexia. How did he get to Capenna?
How is he...
Great question!
How is he not in the hive mind?
Because he's red, and red means defiance. That's literally it, actually. The whole red side of the Phyrexian color pie is like, we don't like order. Shrug. So that's Capenna. So this is a problem. This is clearly a problem. There's been enough Phyrexian Praetors where, like, we need to figure out what the hell is going on here. So Karn is like, this is low-key my fault. Because it is his fault.
He did it.
It is his fault. It is literally his fault. And he's like, don't worry, I'll go back to Dominaria and figure out what's going on. There's another Praetor there who's slowly been turning all of Dominaria into sleeper agents. Where they've been, like, fully metalified, but don't activate until it's time. And then, like, their devious metal goo gets out of them. That's this art down here. And everyone's like, oh my god, we don't know who a sleeper agent is. This is Jaya. She's an old lady. She was around during Urza time. Yeah, so you know how I said there were sleeper agents? It's a Johnny. Yeah, they got him. And he pushes Jaya out a window. Full death. So yeah, Ajani is evil now. He was like the whole set is written like a murder mystery.
Yeah.
And it's him at the end of it. Yeah, Among Us. It's Among Us. And now they're like, holy crap, how are they doing this? How are they doing this? This isn't good. And all of the Planeswalkers, is it the Gatewatch? Not really. The Gatewatch kind of died after Gideon because Gideon was kind of the heart and soul of it, you know? But they're like, we need to stop the Phyrexians, so let's get literally everyone. It's time for the March of the Machine. All right? All right. The Phyrexians are persistent, what can I say? So let's get literally everyone. Every major character is here. They go and get everyone. And they're like, okay, we know the Phyrexians got stopped before. How did that happen? Oh, it was that bomb thing.
We nuked everybody.
That was what happened last time. But like we could like New Phyrexia is the plane where all of them are. Like we could just take the bowl over there and blow it up. So they're like, Karn, go get the bowl. Karn gets disassembled by the Black Praetor and gets kidnapped back to New Phyrexia. And the bowl breaks. And they're like, well, crap. We don't know how to make the bowl. And then Teferi's like, I have an idea. And he does time magic. We're going back in time. We need to know how to make the bowl. So he goes back in time to the Brothers' War. And is like, he's like kind of like spirit there. And like Jace is like in his time traveling body. And Kaya's kind of there too because she does ghost stuff. Kaya's always there. And they're like, we gotta figure out how to stop this because they can get planeswalkers. They couldn't do that before. I'll also note, you know how like Phyrexians, how are they getting on all the planes? It's Tezzeret with the planar bridge, which he attached to himself, and he's just like carrying him around. And the reason that he's working with the Phyrexians is because Tezzeret's whole thing, he has this metal arm, and he's like, my goal is to be all metal. But not like Phyrexian. And they're like, if you work with us, we'll like make you metal, but not the hive mind. And he was like, deal.
Fuck yeah.
So he's been the one taking all the Praetors around. But Teferi goes back in time, gets the bowl, or knows how to make the bowl. They remake the bowl in the current timeline, and they're like, all right, perfect. We have a plan. We're a bunch of planeswalkers. Let's get a strike team, okay? We're gonna go to New Phyrexia. We're gonna bring the bowl. We're gonna go to this heart of Phyrexia, and we're gonna blow it up. And some of us are gonna get completed, and that's okay. We're all gonna get completed if we don't do something about this soon. So we're gonna take this bowl, so they get a strike team, and they're like, let's do this. All right. New Phyrexia. That's Elish Norn. People call her Phyrexian Mommy. She's the White Praetor.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they have been doing lots of devious things. Number one, remember how there was one on Kaldheim? Yeah. And they have that big tree?
Yeah.
Well, they took seeds from that tree and made a Phyrexian version of it. And if you remember that tree, it reaches through planes. So this tree that they're growing in Phyrexia, all of its branches are going to reach out to every plane in the multiverse where the Phyrexians can start their invasion on a massive scale. And all the planeswalkers get there. They're all messed up. They're all in different places. They all spawn in different places, which is not what's supposed to happen, but they get, like, smacked by whatever the hell Tezzeret's doing. And they see this giant tree, and they're like, oh my god, we really need to nuke them before they get this tree up and running. We need to do this. So they start going down below. And this is March of the Machine. So I'm gonna fully ad-lib this for you. So the strike team goes down there. They meet up with Melina, the girl who's cured from the way back when.
Shit.
Her, yeah. And she's like, hey, so glad other people want to deal with this, by the way. Planeswalkers are getting completed left and right. Vraska gets completed. Nahiri gets completed. Nissa gets completed. Jace, we'll get to Jace. A bunch of people are getting completed. This is not good. And they are like going down this, Tyvar can switch his, punch guy. He can switch his stuff so he can be the metal that's specifically immune to Phyrexia, so like, he's good. But they get down there, and Jace is like the one who knows how to activate the bolt, right? There's like, he's the only one that knows how to make the bowl go, right? So he's like top important. And Elspeth is like, I've fought the Phyrexians before. I brought Halo from New Capenna, which is kind of like a shot, so that we can make it through this and like slow down completion so we can at least get this up. And then Jace is like minding his business, and completed Vraska reaches out to him and is like, Jace, help me. I'm in oil. I'm gonna be gone. And he says, screw the mission. I'm going for my goddamn girlfriend.
My wife.
Yeah, I'm going for my wife. And everyone is like, dude, you're the only one that knows how to open the bowl. And he's like, then you can all come with me. And Elspeth has a really banger line of like, everyone is like tweaking at him because they're like, why the hell are you doing this? And he's like, no, there's nothing we can do to change a man in love. In the same way that she was with Dex. It's a really banging line. So Jace gets to Vraska, and Vraska's like fully completed. And Jace is like, hey, baby, it's okay. It's gonna be okay. And he tries to get into Vraska's mind. She tries to get into Vraska's mind. And they go into like a little mind palace, and then while they're standing there, she frickin' gets him and sticks all of the things into him, and it's like, for the glory of New Phyrexia. That's the thing. And now Jace has oil in him, and they're like, well, damn.
Well, damn.
I mean, it's not immediate. You don't immediately get evil, but he's like, well, I am dying. So they start splitting off. Like, Chandra's there. She has to go fight completed Nissa because they're a little gay about it. They all go fight their various versions. And eventually, there's three people left. It's Jace, Kaya, because she's always there, and Kaito. This fucking guy is there, okay? Right? And they get to the center of the tree. They've lost, like, the entire supporting cast. Everyone else is completed. Everyone else is dying. This is not good. Tybalt's there. He's completed because he sucks. He gets strangled. It's really funny.
Oh, yeah! I like him.
They get to the center of the tree, and Jace is like, sick. I'm activating the bowl. And then Kaito goes, wait, the tree that's reaching out into all the other planes, it's already reached there. If we blow up the bomb, we could nuke all the other planes. And Jace is like, that was the plan. They're all Phyrexianified. We just spent the last 3 days going through the deep, deep darks of New Phyrexia, and now you're saying I can't use the bomb? And Kaito's like, I'm gonna fight you on it. And Jace is like, oh my god, I'm surrounded by idiots. And Kaya's like, maybe he's got a point. And Kaito's like, if Kamigawa's already been breached by the tree, then we can't blow up the bomb. And Jace is like, oh my god, I'm gonna kill myself. I have oil in my veins, and I don't care. So he starts trying to do the bomb, and then Elspeth rocks up. Oh, it's me, Elspeth! And I stab Jace. Freaking kills him.
She completed, or she just wanted to do that?
No, he was gonna blow it up. And now she's like, wait, we can't blow it up. As if that wasn't the whole goddamn plan. The whole goddamn plan was there to blow up the bomb. And then everyone said, wait, we can't blow up the bomb. We can't blow up the bomb. Jace, you cannot do that. And he's like, what the hell do you mean? We went back in time for this bomb. We went back in time for the bomb. And just this bald guy says I can't? And then you stab me? This is one of the things I have extremely strong feelings about, because it's so stupid.
There you go.
Okay. Yeah, this is one of the reasons I hate Kaito. Right. So Elspeth stabs him, and now he's completed. And we actually don't know what happens to Jace at this point. Jace dies, allegedly. Shrug. He does some completed stuff, and then he dies. Who knows? We'll come back to that. Mm-hmm. And Elspeth is like, it's me, I'm on my way. And they, Elspeth goes and beheads Elish Norn, and Karn's like being held there at the father and mother machines.
Yeah.
Wow. Elspeth kills him. Elspeth turns into an archangel. Super cool. That's Elspeth as an angel, yeah. And now they stop Phyrexia with some bullshit. Like some power of friendship bullshit. Where all of the planes kind of like successfully like defeat their invasions. Like Heliod, Zeus gets fucking Phyrexianified, and then like a Johnny kills him. It's super cool. All the planes are dealing with it. Rao single-handedly takes out every goddamn Phyrexian at once because he makes a goddamn lightning device that only reacts to oil, and all of the people with oil get fried, including Vraska. Vraska dies. Yeah, she dies. It's pretty rough. And Rao's like, I don't care. And they literally just every plane individually defeats the invasion. And a bunch of the completed planeswalkers are dead forever. Like, a whole bunch of guys die forever. A couple get saved. Nissa gets saved, but she doesn't have a spark. A Johnny gets saved, but he does have a spark. And Nahiri gets saved, but she doesn't have a spark. A bunch of
the captain thing. I assume the captain thing happened when they got Nicole.
It was in War of the Spark, yeah. I didn't say that, but they did do that. And then she switches sides and starts fighting with them. It's very cute. I did skip over that. Yeah, so a bunch of them die. Most planeswalkers I know what I'm supposed to say here. So the way that they fix it is basically almost every planeswalker sacrifices their spark, and then all the portals that New Phyrexia made stay there. So now there's these things called the Omen Paths, and anyone can go from any plane to any other plane if they just find the right path. Yay! The way they actually like do it is, you know, the town that Teferi like zapped out of time.
Yeah.
They bring it back and they swap places with new. It's a whole bunch of stuff. They fight a war, they win, but now there's like no planeswalkers, and
now everyone's a planeswalker.
Now everyone can travel the multiverse now, but some people do have sparks. Like a couple people do, but like most of the planeswalkers that you know don't have sparks anymore.
Yeah.
So now we're in post March of the Machine. The Omen Path, yep. People can go places, so now Magic has a fun time of going, all of our characters, they can all be on the same plane? They can all be on the same plane? Oh my god, what if they all wore hats? What if they all wore hats over and over again? So we go back to Eldraine first. Eldraine, there's this kid named Kellen. He's the son of Oko. One of Oko, the shirtless fairy. Yeah. One of his many kids. And Kellen's like, I feel drawn because I want to find out who my dad is. I know he's a planeswalker and he's got to be out there. So the next like 4 sets are following Kellen going through the multiverse. But he's born on Eldraine. He fights witches. Rowan is kind of evil. That's Wilds of it's a good set card wise. It's a really good set. But now you're following. Let me show you Kellen really quick, just so that you have a visual.
Yeah.
This is Kellen.
Oh, he does have that like.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go save the world.
I gotta go find my dad and find out the truth, because it's literally just some woman that Oko was with one time somewhere in the multiverse. There's an unnumbered amount of kids out there. So now we follow Kellen. And he leaves Eldraine. He goes through an Omen Path. Where? To Ravnica. Ooh, where there's a murder mystery. And they do a Clue crossover. This is Alquist Proft, famous detective.
That's Jace Bellerin.
Nope, Jace is dead. Remember?
No, that just looks like him. No, he got the blue.
He got the blue.
He's got the blue in the coat.
Yeah.
You can tell whoever drew this, like, had to, like, erase Jace's head real quick. And, like, really sadly started sketching on somebody else, because they're like,
yeah.
I miss him.
So, he's investigating murders. People are recovering from Phyrexia. There's Omen Paths now. Niv Mizzet is trying to make Ravnica, like, the hub of the trading multiverse, because now that's a thing. There's murders. Kellen's there. He solves them. There's really not much else to say. I just remember that I missed a set. Next is Lost Caverns of Ixalan. We go back to Ixalan, where, guess what? It's Kellen, and he's going deep. He's back with the dinosaurs. Where is he? This is him now. And he's...
Why did they put him in Aztec clothing?
Because he has to blend in, even though the multiverse is open now. And he goes deep into the caves, and they find a weird relic of a time long past that does not matter yet, so I'm not going to mention it. That happens. You also, all of Vraska's pirate crew, we get their POV, we go back to them, and them all doing fine, which is cute. And then we go to Thunder Junction! Woo! Let's put questionable, right? So they put all of the villains, they say, what if we grab villains from every single Magic plane ever and put them all on... We made them all wear cowboy hats. They're all cowboys now, and they're in Thunder Junction. Ooh! So we got Oko. We've got Ashiok. Remember Ashiok, the one who was like messing with Elspeth? Yeah. We've got Rakdos, the guy who leads the murder carnival. That's a guild master. I don't know what he's doing there. We've got like a dude who helped the Phyrexians. We've got a dude who helped overthrow Kamigawa. We've got these 2 brother and sister from Innistrad who raised a bunch of zombies. There's like the whole supporting cast from all of Magic is here, and they're all wearing cowboy hats. And Vraska. We're following Kellen here, right? Because Kellen's like, I heard my dad was at Thunder Junction. Yeah, wait, didn't Vraska die? Yeah, she did. But she's here on Thunder Junction. And Kellen shows up and is like, wow. And Raul's actually there in Thunder Junction because he's setting up cell phone towers on every plane. That's what he's doing right now. And Kellen is like part of because he was on Ravnica before. Went with Raul, got hired to go put up the cell phone tower, and then he was like, lol, I'm leaving to go find my dad. And Raul was like, that's cool, I guess. And then Raul sees Vraska and is like, what the hell? It's been 3 years, you're dead, I mourned your ass because I killed your ass. And Vraska's like, lol, not gonna answer that, and then walks away, right?
I don't like that they made it the eyebrows too.
Yeah, that's yeah, there's a couple arts. This is Tiny Bones, he's a tiny skeleton thief. cute, and he's a marketable plushie is what he is. So, the whole plot of Thunder Junction is Oko.
Speaking of marketable.
Yeah, so Oko's trying to find the secret vault at the middle of the cowboy plain. There's a vault here, and there's something in it. And this guy's got this key, and we got a bunch of villains gotta go steal it from him. And Kellen's like learning to be evil from his dad, and it's literally Fable and Icarus Core. Oko's like, good job, son. And he's like, oh my god, my dad loves me, this is great. And he's like, now kill that guy, Kellen.
You know what's the one thing? It's like, collect my pages. Yes, Slenderman. Kill that guy. No Slenderman.
No Slenderman. And Kellen is like doing all this evil stuff, and Oko's like, I care about you, and then like whispers to his buddies and is like, I don't give a damn about this kid. Like real, like actual real. And Ashiok is the one that like is like hiring them to do all of this in the vault. So they get to the vault and they have the key, and Kellen's like, wait a minute, maybe I shouldn't work for all the villains. I'm having the end of my character arc. So he defects, and they all fight, and then they open the vault. And what's in the vault? This thing. This thing is in the vault. And all the villains are like getting their ass beat by all the Raoul's there, like watching all this go down and being like trying to stop everybody from stealing the stuff in this vault, right? And then Ashiok and Vraska go walk away. And they walk up to the vault and they go, open sesame. And then Ashiok's disguise falls away and it's Jace! It wasn't Ashiok all along! It was Jace the whole time! Which was a crazy thing when I was reading it as it was coming out, by the way. Because Ashiok literally does mind magic, and I'm like, sure, I guess Ashiok can do that. No, they can't!
You know,
and it's
actually,
Jace!
I think
Oh, it was an illusion!
No, you were reading this when I was here one time.
Yeah, I was reading this. So, it turns out it's Jace doing something. And now, we flash back to Jace and Vraska's POV. It's the Phyrexian invasion, alright? The Phyrexian invasion. Jace and Vraska. Jace is tweaking. He's filling with oil. Elspeth stabbed him. He's dying. He's low-key doing what the hive mind is telling him to do. He goes back to Vern. He kills a bunch of people with doing like a mega 200-person seizure and takes out like a whole army. It's crazy. And inside his mind, he starts mind-controlling himself and going, the oil in your veins is a virus! You are feverish! Get it out! And literally mind-controls himself into sickness, throwing up all of the oil in his system. And then he goes and gets Vraska, who's like dying on the floor after Raoul like electrocuted her, and takes them back to his mom, who he has not seen in years, and is like, Mom, it's me, Jace. Can you heal us? Because his mom's a healer.
Yeah.
And over the course of like a year, Rana, which is Jace's mom's name, nurses both of them back to health. And Vraska loses her spark. Jace doesn't. And Jace says, I've spent years fighting and keeping the multiverse safe, and it never works. I've fought Nicole Bolas. I've fought the Eldrazi. I fought Nicole Bolas again. It never works. There's no solution. The only way to fix it is that Urza was right. We need to nuke the entire multiverse. We need to blow up the Silex, or something like it, in the Blind Eternities, and build it anew. That's the only way I can have a life with you, my love. Yeah.
No.
Yeah. And she's like, you're right. I've faced hardship on literally every plane I've gone to. All I want is to be with you, and this world will not allow that. There will always be another problem. So there are villains now. And Jace and Vraska are off doing devious things. And they go to Thunder Junction to get this kid. Who is this kid? His name is Lute. Lute's the name of the kid, and he's a map to the Omen Paths. That's what he does. He's a map.
I hate that creature.
Jace can go in his mind, and he sees all the Omen Paths and where they go, because Vraska doesn't have a spark. If they want to be able to move together, they have to do that, and they have this plan, this mystical plan. Oh, it's amazing.
Why does Lute have human teeth?
I don't know. He doesn't have a nose, which feels like if he had a nose, it would be better. But he doesn't have a nose. And it's literally evil couple and their adopted creature son. And they literally go back to his mom every weekend and they have breakfast. Like, it's like the most domestic, like, they're like, we're gonna take over the world for the better.
I appreciate that.
Yeah. So that they infiltrated Thunder Junction to get this baby, which he knew he was there from his time with the consortium, side note.
Yeah.
And now he has this baby. And Raoul sees this and is like, be so fucking for real right now. Like, sees Ashiok disappear into Jace, and he's like, oh my god. I want to kill him. I'm gonna kill him. I'm gonna find him and I'm gonna kill him. So he goes all over the multiverse. He's now married to his husband, and he's like, I need to find this goddamn guy because I don't know what he's doing, but I need to talk to him and maybe electrocute everything out of him because he's being a dick. And where does he follow Jace to? Bloomborough! It's the Animal Plane. Jace was there. My headcanon is that he went there with Loot as a vacation because Loot's a little creature, and they wanted to go be little creatures. There's no reason why Jace was there. We just know that he was for a little bit. And Ral, like, teams up with this ragtag of animals, and they go and defeat all these big beasts on Bloomborough. Bloomborough's really cool. And Ral is like, he literally goes there, and he's never been in Otter before. He's like, this is some bullshit, right? And goes and is just like walking around town and is like, dude, have you seen this blue guy? And they're like, oh, the fox? And he's like, of course he's a fucking fox. and they're, he doesn't find him. He accomplishes nothing. He puts up a tower, one of the radio towers on Bloomborough, and he gets out, and there's a big dragon there, which there's not supposed to be on Bloomborough. And then he's like, I'm choosing not to care about Jace anymore. I'm going home to my husband. I'm going home to my husband. Screw saving the multiverse. You're right. I should have time with my husband. Talking to Mabel, which is this girl, this lady. Is Ral always crashing out? Yes.
Yeah.
That's a fact. So after Bloomborough,
we can pretend.
It's Kaito. It's Kaito. Oh, Tim, it's in there. It's Duskmorn. It's a haunted house. There's a bunch of doors. You can't escape once you go in it. Jace is there. He's doing something. There's dragons. It's suspicious. That's what happens. I hate Kaito. I hate him bad. And I don't like Duskmorn. They said 80s horror TV, and I said, no, not in my Magic and Gathering. We're almost there. Aether Drift! Oh, we're going on a race. You know what? All these omen paths open. Do you know what we could do with all these paths leading with rains? What if we made a racetrack?
Motherfucker,
what if we made a racetrack?
I know what happens in Aether Drift. You made me listen to the audiobook.
Yeah. Chandra's there. Loot's there. They rescue Loot, who Jace lost somehow, by the way. He's an awful dad. And Chandra's there racing. They're racing for this thing called the Aether Spark. It's a trophy that can give you a spark. I don't know how. It pisses me off. But they go on a race. They race through 3 different planes. The people from Egypt end up winning the race. And then Jace crashes it and steals Loot back from Chandra. And Loot's got a vibe like he doesn't want to go. And Vraska's with Jace, right? And is like, honey, I don't know if this is the move. And he's like, I'm taking the mind control of every racer and killing everyone who gets in my way. And Vraska's like, honey, we're just here for our son. Honey, we're supposed to get our son back. And Loot's like, I don't want to go with you. And Jace is like, too damn bad. I need my goddamn map. I'm on a mission. And this art is called Unstoppable Plan. His amazing plan. Oh, ready to find out what his plan is? You ready to know? You ready for what this amazing arc for the last 2 years has come to? Tarkir, where dragons are. That's all I said about it last time. Jace goes there, and Elspeth's there, and all these dragons have been appearing around the multiverse, as I mentioned twice. And they're like, they're coming from Tarkir. They're coming from the Omen Pass on Tarkir, the dragons. And Elspeth goes and is like, let me check this out. I'm an angel. And a Johnny's there. It's pretty cool. And they get to this big Omen Path where these dragon storms are coming from, right? And they're like, Sarkon's there. He's trying to get his spark back so he can go fuck a dragon. I'm not even kidding.
What? What?
He's also there. And Elspeth gets there. And like, it's right as Jace is getting there. And turns out that this dragon storm is one big Omen Path. An Omen Path to where? An Omen Path to where, you ask? The meditation plane. Where Nicole Molas is. And Jace is there. He's there with Luke. He's there with Vraska. And he's ready. His plan, his amazing plan, is to take over the meditation plane and spread it through the multiverse, which, get this, Nicole Balas couldn't even do. And Nicole Balas is there, and he's like, so literally, he's got his memory wiped, and he's like, he doesn't know who Jace is because his memory is wiped, and he's literally like, you seem pathetic, girl. like the way that he speaks in that story is crazy.
Bitch, you serve nothing.
And Jace is like,
to the soup.
And Ugin is there like, oh my god, I've spent the last 20 years keeping my brother here, who's been getting stronger. What are you doing, Jace? Jace, I thought we had a deal. And meanwhile, Elspeth and literally everyone else is like, hey, why is Nicole Balas still alive? We all thought he was dead. And Jace is like, that doesn't matter now. And Vraska's like, honey, stop. Right? So Jace goes up there, right? And he's like, oh my god, it's me. I'm going to attack the meditation plane. And he breaks Nicole Balas out of what Ugin's holding in. And Ugin is like, oh my god. Ugin's like losing his shit, right? And Nicole Balas is like, I'm free. And Jace is like, great. It's time to put my plan into action. I've got my wife. I've got my son. And I'm going to take it over. And then he just fails. It doesn't work.
No shit.
He gets, he gets like obliterated. He like just like, goes into dust. And like stuck. He's dead? We don't know. This is where we are, by the way. There's one more set after this. This is all we know. There's no way he's dead. But his plan was to go and now just like solo Nicole Balas, which obviously wasn't gonna work. And like Elspeth's like, oh shit, Nicole Balas is out. This isn't good. And now he's free. And Jace is gone. And Vraska's there like, I did not want him to do this. Let me be clear. And Elspeth's like, I can tell. So now we're in our current timeline. There's technically one more after this called Lorwyn, the one that just came out. And Edge of Eternities, I don't care. Edge of Eternities was JK Space Exists in Magic the Gathering, and Tezzeret is there. There's nothing else to say.
Vraska gives the vibe of like a woman who goes to Home Depot with her husband to get like minor repair stuff, and he gets into a fight with one of the employees, and they end up getting security called on them.
Yeah.
And like, she really just wanted to get some like screws and nails, and now Jace's assaulted an employee and like broke his nose.
Yeah. There's a set called Edge of Eternities. Now that people can go to the Blind Eternities, they went to the edge of them, and it's cyberpunk, it's space, it's sci-fi, and Tezzeret is there.
Oh, then they got rid of his dreads.
Yeah. Finally.
No.
Finally.
He got told this, and he was like, man, you can't do that anymore.
You cannot be white guy with dreads.
You can't do that.
You can't be white guy with dreads.
Oh wait,
so
is that are they back there?
Yeah, this is the other art.
No, okay, no. That's just like
Tezzeret.
straight hair. You can tell they really wanted to do dreads.
They really want it. They were like, no, this was the dreads the whole time. It wasn't dreads before, it was this. Like, that's what it seems like they're trying to do. Right? And I'll also say that the newest set is Lorwyn Eclipsed. What happens that's, important to the plot? Not much. Not much. I have not talked about Lorwyn. Lorwyn's a cool plane. Half of it's in light, half of it's in dark. If you're in the light side, you're like the good version of yourself. If you're in the dark, you're the dark version. We follow some kids from Strixhaven who are going through the Omen paths. Not Kellen, though. Kellen's gone. Yeah, Kellen found his dad, and we don't care about him.
In the dark version.
The dark version.
That's why I had to hit all those children with my car.
Yeah. The only thing to note is that they save Lorwyn. That's basically, we find out Oko's from there, and that he hates families, and that's why he hates Kellen. Like, that was mostly the set. And the only other important thing that happens is that these are Strixhaven students. They're actually Liliana's students, and it starts with a Johnny rocking up to Liliana and being like, hey! And Liliana's like, who fucking died? And Johnny's like, well, how did you know that? And she's like, we never talk unless someone died. And Johnny's like, well, yeah, it's Jace. And she's like, I don't love Jace anymore, but I could be sad that he died. Also, what do you mean? I don't think he is. And Johnny's like, well, he disappeared. And Liliana's like, then he ain't dead. He's like, he like obliterated. And Johnny's and Liliana's just like, no. Then if there's no body, then he's not dead.
Yeah.
And Johnny's like, yeah. And also Nicole Bolas is back. And Liliana goes,
Is she still on her contract, or is that got taken away, right?
great question. And then, okay, and this is where we go really crazy with it. Okay, this is where we go really, really crazy with it. So, they do Lorwyn, the students come back, they're like, yay, we saved the kids, yay, Johnny goes and gets the kids, that's why Johnny's there. And then Liliana is like chilling, and is just like minding her business, and she's like, I should probably think about what I'm gonna do about Nicole Bolas being back. And then she gets a knock on her door. And the person who opens it, she's like, that doesn't sound like a knock of any of my students or any other planeswalkers I know. And it's a fully white and gold dressed copy of herself. And this white mana version of Liliana goes, we need to talk. And that was the cliffhanger we ended.
Oh shit.
That's where we are in the timeline right now.
The white version of Liliana.
Yeah, the like a completely like good, if Liliana is the evil version of herself, a good version shows up and talks to her. And we don't know what they talk about. That's exactly where the story ends. And there's 2 sets coming out. Number 1 is we're going back with the Strixhaven kids, where they will do something, and I'm sure we'll get more of Liliana. It's actually going to be a novel. And then we have a set called Reality Fracture, which, if I had to guess, I'm going to assume that reality is breaking apart and alternate versions of everyone is coming through because of what Jace did. I mean, that's my prediction.
Yeah, because they've done, like, multiverse in the way of, like, these are all the different universes, but they've not done multiverse
in the actual...
In the, like, there's every action you take, there's a different version of you.
There's another version of you, yeah. And that's what it looks like it's setting up for. And like cards-wise, it's really interesting because Liliana is a black card, and they will make a like, what if this planeswalker was a different color? Like, what would their abilities be?
That'd be fun.
It's a really fun concept for a set, and that's where I'm talking about Reality Fracture. We're done.
Where's your honey?
My actual honey?
Yeah.
Like my honey downstairs?
Like your honey for tea.
Oh, well, I'm about to end, so I can just show you in a second.
Where's your honey? We need it now.
On my tea thing.
That didn't help.
All roads lead back to Jace. Yeah, people were memeing. They were calling him telepathetic. Yeah, it's pretty bad. And that's where we are in the timeline. That's Magic the Gathering. That's the whole thing. How do you feel?
I don't know.
That's like the whole thing.
Can I tell you the thing that's been on my mind this whole time?
Yeah. The razzles? No. They have to stay there. No. Look me in the eyes right now. Look me in the eyes. If those escape, the Reality Fracture version of myself is gonna come through here and tell me that we need to talk, and then he's gonna obliterate you. It's gonna obliterate you. You can't do this, Ocie. Ocie, you can't do this. There's no foreseen consequences of what could happen. You can't do this. You can't do this. You can't. No, the razzles. The razzles, Ocie. Ocie, you have to stop. Ocie.
It's for your own good.
No.
You gotta be the best version of yourself. You gotta be the best version of yourself.